It's almost identical. I cannot believe that after seeing the views, and if Jim Montgomery says, so here's how it works. If Jim Montgomery says, we have the view, we have the, and we've seen it now. I think TNT is going to show it here tonight finally, but they have a different side of it where you can see Bennett coming up with the hand into the jaw of Marchand as Marchand came to make a hit. The Boston Bruins are going to go and they're going to send that to the league and say, what's going on? And they're going to send Bennett hitting Nyes last year and say, why isn't there anything going on? The league is deciding to do nothing. Zero. And as you brought up as we were talking off the air, Judd, this series was going to be heavily scrutinized after Game 2 and the stuff that went on down in Florida. And now this happens, and Brad Marchand's probably out. Let me ask you if it's a flip side. If Brad Marchand did that to somebody, and he kind of did it to Bertuzzi last series, but it wasn't nearly as bad. It wasn't like that. Like, he was trying to jump by Bertuzzi and caught him a little bit. But it wasn't anything like that. Bennett's been suspended twice. You know, he's not a guy that just, turns the other cheek. He runs people over. I mean, he's a valuable player. He's a good player. A lot of teams would love to have him, the way that he plays and the way he plays in the playoffs. He's done it twice now in the last 2 years. He knocked Nyes out of the playoffs with a concussion last year. Almost the same exact thing. And now he does it to Marchand, and I do not understand why the league says there's nothing to see here.
I'm completely confused. And just to answer your question, what would happen if the roles were reversed? Brad Marchand would be suspended.
For several games. Several, not just one. I don't blame the referees for not seeing it. We didn't see it.
Not at all.
And even when the replay, the angle that we had or the replay, I didn't see it. And it was brought to our attention yesterday morning while we were doing the hockey show. Like, here are a couple different angles. You want to look at this, want to look at that. And then you had a better understanding of, that was a lot worse than what we thought initially.
Jim Montgomery said the Bruins' details have to be dialed in tonight.
I don't think we're on top of our game. Our execution, to be honest, the last two games, last two periods of last game and the first two periods of tonight has just not been good enough. And that's why I say that's my fault. I got to be better.
Yeah, so, all right, we won't talk about the Bennett thing anymore. Let's get on to the game and what they need to do in order to be better. First of all, I think Jim Montgomery's fallen on the sword a little bit too much here recently. Talking about the game plan, talking about should somebody have revenged Sam Bennett, talking about too many men, talking about, a lot of it's on the players. They have to be better. Let's just make that clear. You can make a little simple adjustments, small adjustments, and I get that. That's fine. And you're going to do that regardless of how the series is going. You win a game, you might have to make a couple of adjustments. You lose a game, you make a couple of adjustments. But when you lose two games the way that you have, when you've been dominated, when you only had 12 shots through two periods down in Florida in Game 2, and you only had 8 shots through two periods on home ice in Game 3, something has to change. You need to be better. The players need to be better. They need to break the puck out better. They need to support better. And they need to establish a forecheck. It's not about trying to be overly physical or anything like that. It's not that. They can be physical. They can hit. There's plenty of hits in this series. There's plenty of hits in the game. They're not getting out-hit. It's a matter of making the right choices with the puck when you get it in the D zone, getting some speed through the neutral zone, and establishing your forecheck. And, we talked to Montgomery earlier today about it's not as simple as just holding on to pucks in the offensive end. There has to be more connections between the forward and the D and how they're handling things in that offensive end. You've got to make, and I'll go back to the things we talked about the other day, you've got to make Florida uncomfortable. How do you do that? You force them to defend. There was a few times in the second that they forced them to defend, and then the penalty occurred, and you allow 2 goals against during the double minor. And during the third period, you force them to defend. But I'll say this: when you're up 4-0, you're going to go and prevent kind of defense. It's just it's what you do, and that's what Florida kind of did. So the Bruins looked a little bit better, maybe, because Florida wasn't attacking them as much in that third period.
The Bruins were able to break pucks out effectively in the Maple Leaf series, but Montgomery said the Panthers present an even bigger challenge in this round.
Florida presses up everywhere. Like, they make you earn. They're just like Carolina. They make you earn every foot of ice. Toronto prepared us for that because Toronto, I thought, did a lot of similar stuff, but not to that level. It's another level. We have to go to another level.
Yeah. All due respect to Toronto, they tried to do that, and they were effective at times, no question. You know, they pushed the Bruins in that area, and they did a pretty good job of it. Bruins made one more play. They got one more save. That's all, you know. It was that close in that series. Florida's better at it. They're more used to it. They dump the puck in more than any team. They try to get on the forecheck. They're not running anybody through the glass. It's just the Bruins have to handle it better. They have to handle the pressure better. They have to make smarter decisions. One of the areas I want to watch today, you've got Wotherspoon and Peak playing together. And they're playing on the third pair for the Bruins. During the regular season, Wotherspoon and Peak played against Bennett and Tkachuk in that line, and they did an effective job at it. I want to see if they're going to go with that pairing against that line here today, and that could be a big matchup thing to keep an eye on here tonight.
Trent Frederick said the forwards have to provide more help here in Game 4.
I think, forwards getting holdups. I think we can do a better job of when we're in the offensive zone, making it harder for them to, come out with speed, and I guess being that that F3 of holding them up and making them maybe just chip pucks in and not through the middle of the ice.
Here's what's brewing. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin', available in 2 delicious flavors, Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Drop by or order on the Dunkin' app today. Fruit flavored, contains 0% fruit juice, caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Later on the Dunkin' Bruins pregame show, we'll take a look around the NHL where the Hurricanes stayed alive.
Teravainen, top of the left faceoff circle. Back for Shea. They score! On the power play! Brady Shea!
We'll hear from head coach Jim Montgomery.
The mindset for us is to play hard like our captain would. The second and third effort he has on pucks, how hard he is coming up with battles. We're just going to focus on that. We're going to let the result take care of itself.
And up next, we'll take a closer look at the Panthers.
Barkov down low, Tkachuk in front, tip, and they score! The Panthers take a 3-0 lead. Another power play goal!
That's coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Apartments.com is the best in the business, but you don't stay on top by ignoring your renters, so I've asked a few million of them to share their favorite aspects of the site. Let's kick things off.
The air is nice.
Guess we have to narrow this down. Okay, chime in if you found a place this week.
Oh, that's me.
Okay, only if your name is Brandy.
You see Randy? Love you, Brad.
Brandy with an I.
Right here, that's me.
This may take some time. Apartments.com, the place to find a place.
Groceries, check. Clean bathroom, check. Take out the trash, check. Lawn care? You know what? I'll let True Green take this one. True Green is the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. They'll give you a pro-level lawn and the guaranteed lowest price thanks to their verified price match. The best lawn, the best price, guaranteed. Check, check, check. Visit TrueGreen.com to make your to-do list a whole lot better.
Do your employees have fears about job security due to the advancements that AI is bringing to the workplace? Do you know how to alleviate those concerns while upskilling your workforce to embrace AI's functionality and efficiencies? Discover how your HR peers are responding to these issues at SHRM 24, the world's largest HR conference, June 23rd through 26th in Chicago, or virtually. Learn more or explore more than 375 other sessions related to the HR topics and issues. Visit shrm.org/SHRM24.
AC8 Seeds is a sweet choice for more reasons than one. Our Homegrown Giving Give Back program donates $10,000 to a deserving nonprofit organization on behalf of Crystal Brand sugar beet seed growers. You nominate, we donate. How sweet is that? Who's eligible? First responders, youth programs, food banks, healthcare clinics, and more. Where should this year's local homegrown giving donation go? Let us know. Be the heart of your hometown. Nominate an organization today at ach-seeds.com.
Snap Text Save partners with local appliance retailers to help you beat online and big box pricing on appliances. First, snap a photo or screenshot of the appliance model number and price you're looking at. Then, text it to us at 617-600-SAVE and include your delivery zip code. Within minutes, we'll text you back with a guaranteed lower quote and the earliest delivery date. Snap Text Save, New England's easiest way to get the best pricing on appliances. Text us today at 617-600-SAVE.
The only place to hear the game. The Sports Hub.
14 seconds on the clock. 6-2, the Panthers advantage. Pat Maroon came away with the puck. It was poked away quickly there by Stephen Lawrence. He'll eat this one up in the corner as the final seconds tick away here in Game 3. And the horn sounds, and the Panthers in runaway fashion, a 6-2 victory tonight here in Boston. And the Panthers take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-7 series.
Welcome back to the Duncan Bruins pregame show. Paul Maurice's power play finally broke through and scored a franchise record 4 times in Game 3.
I've been far more bullish on our power play than the stats, or at least the goals would tell you I should be. But our analytics on expected goals for on our power play are very, very high. So not that it's easy to say now, well, it's just a matter of time, but if you keep doing the right things over and over, you're going to have a good night. And I think we saved those up. Like we had a bunch that didn't go for us. I don't know that we necessarily should be, 4 for 6? That's fair, but overall it's fair. Our power play is good.
Their power play is very good, and the Bruins have to make sure that they don't put them on as many power play chances, especially ones that you can avoid. And, you can question certain calls or not, but you can't put them on that many power plays. And they've had a pretty huge discrepancy in power plays for and against. Is that because they've had the puck most of the time and the Bruins haven't? Possibly. That's probably part of it. The Bruins need to do a better job of drawing some of those penalties. There's no question about it. But I think if you just blame the penalty kill for the loss in Game 3, I think you're missing the whole point. Yeah, they scored 4 goals, and it was a big, massive part of it. But the Bruins did not generate anything in the first period. Virtually nothing in the first period. Maybe first couple minutes of the game, but after that, really nothing. They're back on their heels. And they absorbed Florida, punching them in the mouth a little bit early. Second period, it took a while, and eventually the Bruins got some good shifts under their belt, had a couple of opportunities, and then the high sticking penalty to Lori. Unfortunately, he's in a battle. He kind of tried to lift the stick and reaches up and catches, can't remember who it was, in the face there, and it was a penalty. Lawrence, thank you. And now you got a double minor, and Florida scores twice. So, yeah, it had a big bearing on why you lost, but it was 1-0 at that time, but you hadn't really done a whole lot. You're still trying to find your game 5-on-5. And they did in the third, but now I wonder how much of that was Florida sitting back and how much of that was the Bruins finding their game. We'll find out here today.
Panther center Sam Bennett said the 4-minute power play that the team got late in the second period of Game 3 was a turning point.
That was a huge opportunity for us, and we knew it, and we capitalized. I think power play goals in the playoffs, they can be hard to come by at times, and our power play did a great job of bearing down and getting 2 very important goals at important time in the game.
They did. I mean, that's the bottom line, right? They're a talented group. They've got 2 units that they can throw at you that are very effective. They zip the puck around really well. Tkachuk is great down low. He had the pass to Verhaeghe there in the second period. And then he had a couple goals. One of the power play goals was late. That was Rodriguez, from the left wing circle, really late in the game when the game was pretty much over. But they've got guys that can bring it, and they zip the puck around well. When they're confident on that power play, they're a productive team. But the other part of their game is 5-on-5. Their numbers are strong. Their numbers are strong. They defend extremely well. They make it hard for you to get inside in the offensive end. They certainly forecheck, and that causes other teams a lot of problems. That to me is more important tonight than special teams. I'd love for the Bruins to be able to break through offensively with the power play because they haven't done any of that here recently. That's been a big problem for them. But their penalty killing's been good until last game. Prior to that, the only goal that Florida scored was in garbage time in Game 2. The game was pretty much over, and they scored late in the game. But the Bruins did a good job in that game, keeping the game as a 1-goal game in the second period with some of the penalty kills that they had. So staying out of the box with unnecessary penalties, big for the Bruins here today, being disciplined in that area. But 5-on-5, being able to break pucks out and get your forecheck established.
Sasha Barkov said the Panthers are looking to duplicate their defensive game that they had in Game 3.
Every single night we want to be as good as possible defensively, and that's been our pretty much the main thing. We want want to do here ever since like last year. So we just keep working on that, keep getting better and better with that, and as good as possible.
Yeah, I mean, Barkov's one of the best at it, right? He's up again for the Selke Award this year. He's been outstanding in games 2 and 3. The way that he has played. Game 2, he was phenomenal, right? He did everything right. Game 3 was similar. You know, he's a big body who can skate, and he can certainly defend, and he's, you know, really conscious of his own end and making sure he defends in the proper way and supports his defensemen in that area. He had an off game in Game 1, as did a lot of the Panthers, and it led to the Bruins win. I'm not taking anything away from the Bruins. The Bruins were good. They did what they needed to, but the Panthers were off that game. Now it's up to the Bruins to up their game to match the Panthers game here. Critical game, 2-1, right? You still, all the negative around the Bruins losing 2 games in a row and the way that they've lost, it's 2 games to 1. Things can change a lot. You win today, going back to Florida 2-2.
Time for the Catches-Law Health Report. Brad Marchand is out with an upper body injury. The Bruins list him as day-to-day. Matt Poitras is on LTIR after shoulder surgery. Catches-Law, the official law firm of the Boston Bruins, has won over $2 billion for its clients. When you're injured and can't work, turn to Catches-Law. There's no fee unless you win. Go to catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today. Alex Barth has your Sports Hub headlines next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. That's your local New England Honda dealers.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Oh, the weekend. That magical, mythical 48 hours where you are free to do anything but work. So why are you working on your lawn? That's True Green's job. True Green is the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. They'll give you a pro-level lawn and the guaranteed lowest price thanks to their verified price match. Let the lawn experts do your lawn care, because you've got way better things to do. Visit TrueGreen.com to get the best lawn at the best price, guaranteed.
Do your employees have fears about job security due to the advancements that AI is bringing to the workplace? Do you know how to alleviate those concerns while upskilling your workforce to embrace AI's functionality and efficiencies? Discover how your HR peers are responding to these issues at SHRM 24, the world's largest HR conference, June 23rd through 26th in Chicago, or virtually. Learn more or explore more than 375 other sessions related to the HR topics and issues. Visit shrm.org/SHRM24.
Snap Text Save partners with local appliance retailers to help you beat online and big box pricing on appliances. First, snap a photo or screenshot of the appliance model number and price you're looking at. Then, text it to us at 617-600-SAVE and include your delivery zip code. Within minutes, we'll text you back with a guaranteed lower quote and the earliest delivery date. Snap Text Save, New England's easiest way to get the best pricing on appliances. Text us today at 617-600-SAVE.
Chocolate and pretzel? Pretzel and chocolate! Mmm. Sweet, salty, crunchy flips. This flips everything.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Getting ready for Bruins-Panthers Game 4 here coming up just after 6:30. Brad Marchand out for this one. Jeremy Swayman will get the start for the Bruins. The Celtics picked up a 106-93 win last night to go up 2-1 in their Eastern Conference semifinal series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jason Tatum leading the way with 33 points. Game 4 of that series tomorrow night in Cleveland at 7 o'clock. Elsewhere in the NBA today, the Pacers beat the Knicks 121-89 to even that series up at 2-2. And out west, the Nuggets and Timberwolves play tonight. The Red Sox beat the Washington Nationals 3-2 at Fenway Park today. Ceddanne Rafaela had 2 RBIs for the Sox. And the New England Revolution lost 4-2 to the New York Red Bulls last night. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit newenglandoilchange.com for 15% off your drive-thru oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Now open in Franklin, Billerica, and Peabody. I'm Alex Barth. Judd and Bob go around the NHL next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
Nature has developed a lot of natural defenses. Take it from a little bug like me. I've pretty much seen them all. Porcupines got quills, snakes got venom, and me, I got camouflage. Nature's always finding ways to support life, like power berries. Nature's Way extracted the best of the berry, tossed in vitamin C and D and zinc, and put them into a yummy immune-supporting gummy. Nature's Way Sambucus Gummies. Powerful immune support inspired by nature. Nature's Way.
¿Tiene cobertura de Medicaid? Tome medidas para asegurarse de que usted y su familia conserven la cobertura. Es fácil. Solo debe mantener actualizada su información de contacto para que el Estado pueda comunicarse con usted cuando sea su turno de renovar. Asegúrese de estar atento a recibir correspondencia del Estado de Rhode Island. Luego tome medidas de inmediato. Si tiene seguro médico a través de Medicaid, es fácil asegurarse de conservar la cobertura. Para obtener más información o pedir ayuda con su renovación de Medicaid, visite staycovered.ri.gov.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The games play here.
Here's Nieto. He'll scramble in, feed to the high slot. Carlson sent it out in front. Nieto a shot, and that tip denied by Omar, who scrambled left to right. Bruins crash to the front, left to the net. Coyle out in front. Gets Gibson out of position. He scores! Charlie Coyle with a dangle. Sneaks it inside the near post with Gibson down and out. Bruins 7, Ducks 1.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, cool.
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Time for Beers in Me to take a look around the National Hockey League. Later tonight, Chris Knobloch and the Oilers are getting set for Game 3 against the Vancouver Canucks.
It alleviates a lot of pressure. You know, coming in here and not getting one would have been tough for us to go back to Edmonton, and then also almost a must-win Game 3. But, you know, anytime you go into another building, starting the series, and you get the split, you say it's a success. And, you know, I thought it was a success that we won the other night, but also just the way we played and we built our game, and things looked a lot better.
Yeah, massive night for the superstars of the Edmonton Oilers there in Game 2, right? You had McDavid and Draisaitl just lighting it up for the Oilers in that game. So, and what they did was they put them together, right? They're playing together on the same line along with Zach Hyman. And then you've got Bouchard, who's a good offensive defenseman on the back end with Ekholm on the back end. So they're playing him as a five-man unit, and they were good. They were really good. They weren't great in Game 1. I shouldn't say that. They were decent in Game 1, but they put them together in Game 2. And they produced. I mean, 4-point night for McDavid, 4-point night for Draisaitl. Draisaitl was a little banged up or nicked up or whatever it was there in Game 1. So he's back in full force, and Edmonton gets the split as they head back home into Edmonton for Game 3.
Last night, the Hurricanes stayed alive.
Teravainen back for Shea. Shea walks to the middle of the rink just inside the blue line. He'll get it to Teravainen, top of the left faceoff circle. Back for Shea. They score! On the power play! Brady Shea puts the Canes in the lead, 4-3.
Yeah, Carolina stays alive. That was the game winner, and Carolina comes out on top. Look, every game in this series has been decided by one goal. 2 of the 3 Rangers wins have been in overtime. One in single overtime, the other one in double overtime. That's how close this series has been. And to kind of quote Rod Brindamore, you know, it's not like it's a complete flop by us. We're right there. It's 1-goal games. We need to find a way to get over the hump. Same thing that happened to Carolina last year. They lost in 4 straight, every game by 1 goal. That's how close they are. So they get the win here today, or yesterday, I should say. You know, how does that help them moving forward? Rangers aren't going to roll over. They're going to want to finish this thing, you know, in their next game tomorrow night and finish this thing up. But, you know, for Carolina, they've got some life and they've got some confidence now that they can get over the hump in some of these 1-goal games.
Tyler Seguin and the Dallas Stars have taken a 2-1 lead over the Colorado Avalanche.
You know, we knew coming into this rink how these guys play. And we also know how we play on the road. So we knew it'd be a big challenge. I think next game is going to be a bigger challenge. But, you know, playoffs are about those moments and getting the right balances at times as well. And we had that tonight.
In a moment, we'll have Beersy's conversation with head coach Jim Montgomery on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins radio network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial connection. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply. How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is powered by fiber and connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The first of its kind, now the best of its kind. The Bushnell Wingman 2 GPS golf speaker. High quality bumping audio combined with audible GPS distance readouts. Whether you're into this or this, you'll love this.
Center 175 yards, front 161, back 190.
Magnetic cart mount, convenient remote, charge port, and more. The Bushnell Wingman 2. Head to bushnellgolf.com today to unleash your inner DJ.
It's hard not to add a side of hot, crispy hash browns to your favorite McDonald's breakfast. It's even harder not to eat said hash browns before you get home. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Welcome back to the Bruins pregame show. We're here with head coach Jim Montgomery. Monty's to get set for the game here tonight against the Panthers. You had talked a little bit after last game. You said, I've got to come up with a better game plan. What kind of led into that, and what was your thinking here over the last 48 hours?
Well, I think there was between games 2 and 3, I had kind of seen some things that I guess I contemplated changes on. And then just watching game 3 unfold and watching the game back, it's like, clearly, I had a more confident view of a couple of things that we could add wrinkles to that are going to give us success defensively and offensively.
Is there anything you can tell us, or keeping that one secret?
Yeah, we're going to keep that one secret.
As far as breaking the puck out of your own zone, you knew that they're going to come with pressure. They dump the puck in a lot. That's no secret. It's something they did last year. It's something they did to every team. Key to coming back on pucks, whether in being connected with the first touch and also the forwards being connected with the D, is support. To get the puck out.
Yeah, 5 guys being connected is really important. And I think owning the middle of the ice, not only offensively, but defensively, really allows it easier to create offense and to mitigate offense by the Panthers.
Neutral zone hasn't really been talked a lot about. Is it because you spend too much time in your own end, so you just get the puck out and then you can't establish the forecheck or can't come with speed through the middle of the ice?
It's a little bit of that, but I think last game and, to be honest, throughout the series, we've been happy with our neutral zone checking. Our neutral zone offense can be a little bit quicker and a little bit more. Our defensemen have to move their feet. That's the key to our neutral zone offense and puts the other team on their heels. And when we've done that in the series, it's led to either good entries or real good forechecks.
You indicated this morning, talked about holding on to pucks. It's something you've preached the entire playoffs, whether it's Toronto or Florida. You mentioned a couple wrinkles, but is it really as simple as that puck possession in the offensive zone in order to create? And then when the puck does get moved back to the point, We talked a little bit about this earlier, options for your defensemen getting involved offensively.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as simple as just, beating your guy one-on-one. There's got to be supports, there's got to be triangles low, and there's got to be triangles high. And defensemen being active can create chaos on a man-on-man situation.
Your penalty kill sprung a little bit of a leak last game. It was a big part of the game because it looked like you guys were really starting to come, and then the 2 goals at the end of the second period after the high stick. Anything that you can point out and say that wasn't good, that needs to be better, or is it just a one-off here?
Well, I think you can go with the do theory, but most importantly, we can't give them that many opportunities. They had already had 2 in the first, then we take the 2 minors consecutively, right when we had the momentum going our way. And now they come out and they have 4 minutes, and they were patient with their spread offense that they went to, that they've done in previous games, and we handled really well.
How much of an emphasis are there on clears? You won a couple of draws, especially in the first period, maybe one in the second period as well, where you had possession of the puck and you didn't get the puck 200 feet. Is that squeezing the stick, or is it, just execution?
One, Barkov knocked the puck out of midair.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
And then the other one was just right at someone, right? It's a combination of getting it higher, sending it down, and then or using indirects off the boards.
Okay, lastly here, you mentioned that Marchand is out here tonight. Just the mindset for your team coming into this. It's not do or die, but it's an important game here, trying to hold serve on home ice.
No, the mindset for us is to play hard like our captain would. The second and third effort he has on pucks, how hard he is coming up with battles. We're just going to focus on that. We're going to let the result take care of itself.
Appreciate it, Monty. Good luck here tonight.
Thanks, Beersy.
That's head coach Jim Montgomery. Bruins Panthers are next.
This is Boston Bruins hockey, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V, available at your local New England Honda dealers.
Cross to Esposito. Shot. No! Big Neely. Wow.
Nathan Horton wins Game 7 in overtime. Charlie McAvoy, an overtime winner.
The Bruins are brought to you by Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'. Apex Entertainment Center, VA New England. Granite City Electric GCE Nitrate. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. New Hampshire Liquor and Wine Outlet. Live Nation. Nissan. Avidia Bank. Massachusetts Health Connector. Peerless Boilers. Coors Banquet. And by Shaw's and Star Market.
Backhand, it'll save Thomas. Jeremy Swayman celebrates his first NHL shutout.
And by Catches Law, TD Bank, Ticketmaster, Town Fair Tire, Removal Pro, Prince Edward Island, Canada, your New England Ford dealers, Charles D. Sheehy, UMass Lowell, Timberline Construction, Service Credit Union, Endless Energy, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Back to Orr. Put in. His 100th backhand score of a penalty shot for Raymond Bourque.
And the Bruins win the series. The Boston Bruins are headed to the Stanley Cup Final for the 3rd time this decade.
Now, here's Judd Surratt and Bob Beers.
It's an angry group of Bruins that are going to take the ice here in Game 4, looking to even their series at 2 games apiece against the Florida Panthers. 2 changes for the Bruins in their lineup tonight. If you're just joining us, Brad Marchand out with an upper body injury. Danton Heinen will draw in his spot. On the back end, 1 change. Parker Wotherspoon in. Derek Forbert is scratched for tonight's game. We'll drop the puck here in Game 4 on Causeway Street when we return on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is powered by fiber and connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
Do your employees have fears about job security due to the advancements that AI is bringing to the workplace? Do you know how to alleviate those concerns while upskilling your workforce to embrace AI's functionality and efficiencies? Discover how your HR peers are responding to these issues at SHRM 24, the world's largest HR conference, June 23rd through 26th in Chicago, or virtually. Learn more or explore more than 375 other sessions related to the HR topics and issues. Visit shrm.org/SHRM24.
Are you covered by Medicaid?
Take steps to make sure you and your family stay covered. It's easy. All you need to do is keep your contact information up to date so the state can reach you when it's your turn to renew. Be sure to watch for mail from the state of Rhode Island, then take action right away. If you have health insurance through Medicaid, it's easy to make sure you stay covered. To learn more or get help with your Medicaid renewal, visit staycovered.ri.gov. That's staycovered.ri.gov.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
And remove your caps for the singing of the national anthem. Accompanied by Bruins organist Ron Poster, please welcome Todd Angeli.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Todd Angeli with the national anthem. We get set for Game 4 between the Bruins and the Panthers. Take a look at our starting lineups here tonight. In goal for Florida is Sergei Bobrovsky. On defense, Nico Mikkola and Brandon Montour. And up front, Vladimir Tarasenko, Alexander Barkov, and Sam Reinhart. For the Bruins, Jeremy Swayman gets the start in goal. Mason Lohrei, Charlie McAvoy, your defenseman. Up front, Jake DeBrusk, Morgan Geekie, and David Pastrnak. Starting lineup is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SPORTSHUB. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook with code SPORTSHUB. The crown is yours.
The first 5 minutes are presented by your New England Ford dealers in F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with 47 straight banners to prove it. Bruins working left to right here in this first period. Wearing the black home Centennial jerseys, white numbers and letters outlined in Centennial gold. The Panthers in their road whites with black numbers and letters along with some red on the sleeves, the chest, and the socks. Geekie wins the faceoff. Game 4 is underway. Bruins drive it in deep. Back of the net, Montour took a hit, sent it around to the far side. This puck stays in. Bruins trying to guide it out in front. The Panthers will now exit. Here's Barkov. McAvoy stepped up and he just pasted Reinhart.
All right, buckle your seatbelts.
Bruins crank the puck up the far side and out to center ice. Center circle, it's scooped up by Lohrei. He'll drill it into the right corner.
Bennett on the ice for the first time. I want to keep an eye on this matchup here.
Near corner, Ekman Larson gave it away. Coyle shoots and an awkward stop made by Bobrovsky. Far point.
And it is Wotherspoon. Well, right now it's Wotherspoon and Carlo.
Here's Verhaeghe. He'll scramble up the left side at the red line. He'll feed it in. He had the game winner in Game 3. At the end boards, Bennett with a hard hit on Wotherspoon, who bounces back up. Here's Coyle. Over the line left side. Left circle now Van Riemsdyk to Frederick. Healed one into the right corner. Frederick drives it back of the net. Bruins nearly with a steal of the puck, and it's lobbed back into the neutral zone. Here's Wotherspoon at the red line. He'll fling it in. Back of the net. Bobrovsky couldn't play it. Frederick with a bump on Rodriguez. Near point now. Peak shoots just wide. Far side now Lindholm.
Yeah, so going Peak and Lindholm to start this one.
Stolen by Zacha. Left point. The shot by Frederick is blocked. He's going to have to scramble back.
Yeah, not something Frederick's used to, being back at the blue line there. He was covering up on that blue line, but got a shot blocked. But Lindholm, nice job coming back in support.
Zaka twists back into his own zone.
Something we haven't talked about. Zaka moving down to third-line center here in this game. That's something Montgomery mentioned earlier. He's playing alongside Brazo and Van Riemsdyk. Trying to take a little maybe pressure off of Zaka and free him up a little bit offensively.
Up the right side is Zaka. He's got 3 assists in the series. Puck dumped in, and I think we've got an offside here. We're 2 minutes in, and the game is scoreless.
What a hit there by Charlie McAvoy. I don't know if Reinhart had the puck or not, but they're going to allow this one. DeBruskin on the forecheck. Good forecheck there on Montour, but it's McAvoy stepping up. That puck was just about to Reinhart. Reinhart's looking back for it, and that's textbook hit by Charlie McAvoy.
We're going to take this face-off to the center circle. The fans now are getting a replay on Sam Reinhart getting drilled.
If you're trying to hit somebody, hit one of their best players.
Maroon jousting with Tarasenko. Lauko steps in and wins the face-off against Barkov.
St. Louis buddies.
Puck banked ahead up the right side. This will float to the right circle in the Panthers' end.
See if Lauko can follow up the game he had in Game 3 with another strong one here in Game 4. He was effective when he was out on the ice. He had speed. He had energy. Certainly didn't deserve the penalty that he got there in the third period by driving to the net. He did everything right on that play. So you want him to, and he got a goal in the third period as well. So you want to see him continue to have that and build on that.
This is only his 4th game of the playoffs. He played the first 2 against the Leafs. Tarasenko walks into the slot, backhand, and Swayman is stopped. He stuck out the left foot. Bruins drill it off the glass and off the surface. What a stop by Jeremy Swayman.
You want to be aggressive, but you also have to be conscious. And this long pass from behind the blue line by Florida. You can catch who it was. It was a righty. Might have been Ekblad. Sending this puck up for Tarasenko, who gets behind the D. And Tarasenko's a left shot who tried to drag this puck. Looked like he was going forehand and then tried to go one hand on the backhand, and Swayman stayed with him with the left pad. But you can't allow that.
Panthers win the draw. Mikkola down the boards. Tried to send it out in front. The Bruins deny that. Florida keeps the puck in. Tkachuk took a shoulder. Tkachuk taking another shot from Wotherspoon. Far side, it's Peak. He'll crank it up the left side out to center ice, and the Bruins rattle it in.
Yeah, now it's Peak and Wotherspoon out there against the Bennett line.
Coyle tried to send it to the middle. That got blocked, and Tkachuk whacked it out to the neutral zone. Here's Verhaeghe over the line left side. He'll pull up at the near point. Shoots. Swayman the save as Bennett got a tip on that. And now Peak. Long left wing feed to Heinen back into the lineup. He missed the last 2 games of the Leafs series.
Yeah, good defensive play by Mikkola there on Heinen one-on-one.
And Florida will brush the puck up the near side out to center ice. They turn it over. Pasternak delays. The Bruins get onside. Shot by Pasternak off the leg. Back of the net to Brusque with a goal and an assist in Game 3. Now Montour sent it far side. Couldn't get it out. At the high slot, the Bruins throw it backhand into the slot, and then it's sent back into the Bruins zone. Carlo scrambles back.
Good,
no icing
good
here.
Support, though, from Lindholm, right? Gives him a good pick. Little interference.
Bruins chip it out to the neutral zone. Florida brings it back in. Lundell left of the net. It's fired. Swayman the stop as Rodriguez came in, and Lundell. I think he's going to draw a penalty on Pasternak.
He's flopping again like he's done earlier in the series. Pasternak gave him a little shot, but Lundell throws the head back and falls down. He's done it a few times this series. He seems to be fine. Remember the chop, the little love tap he took behind the net, and he was out there for the power play? Yeah. Problem is the Bruins get caught being aggressive up in the blue line, and they give the chance to Rodriguez off a nice touch pass, and Rodriguez tries to go to the forehand. He's stopped. It was Lundell who made the pass, but it was a punch by Pasternak, but I guarantee you Lundell will be out there for the second unit on this power play.
Face-off near circle in the Bruins zone. The Panthers on the man advantage scored 4 times in Game 3.
Bruins they need to take a little page there too. I mean, if they get hit, if they get punched, if they get popped, and just go down. Throw your head back and go down.
Had a chance to clear and they didn't. Tkachuk fed it around to the near side. Verhaeghe, a hard rim to the far wall. Barkov, right hash. leads the Panthers in the series with 7 points. Right point now, Montour to the far side, Barkov. Right of the net, Tkachuk. Send it into the slot. Montour shoots. Swayman the save. The rebound banked out in front. Tkachuk, a couple of whacks at it. Far side now, Barkov. High slot, Montour. Bruins short for another minute and a half. We're scoreless, 4.5 minutes into game 4. Now Montour backpedaling to the near point. Throws it far circle. Barkov into the high slot. It's tapped away and all the way down.
Yeah, so, Judd, we talked about it before the game. We talked about it last game. You win the draw in your own zone to start this penalty kill, and you don't get it out. It was an issue for them last game. And to start this one as well.
For Hagee. Tried to drill it near side. Carlo snapped it up the glass and all the way down. 55 seconds left on the Pastrnak penalty. He, by the way, leads the Bruins here in the playoffs with 25 PIMs. Most of those came in game 2. Here comes the Panthers' second unit, Rodriguez, who had a pair of goals in game 3. To the near circle, Tarasenko's shot knocked aside by Swayman, and the Bruins cleared all the way down. Half a minute left on this Bruins penalty kill.
Just, by the way, Lundell's okay. He's out there right now for the power play.
Tarasenko near side. Sent to the left point. Ekman Larsson had to hustle to keep this puck in. Cut off by Wotherspoon. McAvoy chipped it over to the near side, and Frederick whistles it all the way down. 10 seconds left on the Pastrnak penalty. Here's Ekblad. Bothered by Beecher. Sends it back of the net for Ekman Larsson. 3 seconds left on the Pastrnak penalty, and the Bruins have killed it off. Over the line, right side, Ekblad. He'll fling it. Actually, he's offside, so we've got to stop 6 minutes here into the first period and scoreless.
Good kill by the Bruins. There were a couple little chances there by Florida in the offensive end. I'm a little bit more concerned about the 5-on-5, but if you want to be aggressive, you got to be conscious, though, of guys getting behind you. And that last chance there, just before the power play for Florida, was a little 2-on-1, and Rodriguez got the chance. And just prior to that, it was Tarasenko getting behind the D on the stretch pass that sets him in alone. And Swayman's been sharpened here in the early going.
McAvoy swings it back of his own net. Maroon played it off the wall to the middle. Geekie, second attempt, couldn't get it out. Flipped over to the near side. Now the Bruins are going to exit. Here's Lohrei, drilled it ahead. It deflects just to the right of Bobrovsky. Sent it out in front. Geekie back to Maroon. Back of the cage. Flipped to the far side. Lohrei had jumped in. He had the game winner in game 1. Back of the net. Geekie going to race for it. Like there was a little interference back of the net, and it's drilled down low by Forsling to the far corner of the Bruins.
If you're going to let it go there, just let it go for both teams.
Along the near side, here's Pastrnak. He'll fling it high and out to center ice. Florida in the midst of changing. Here's Reinhart in front of his bench. Reinhart over the line right side. He'll bang it in. He scored into an empty net in game 3. Along the near side, it's Barkov back of the cage. Banked it up to the far point. Montour challenged by Brazeau. And at the high slot, the pass doesn't connect. It comes all the way down. Brazeau's going to chug after it. He's going to get it back in the cage. Centered. And it's deflected.
Yeah.
High slot peak.
Bobrovsky couldn't play that puck. It never got to the trapezoid, so he had to stay and back off into the net.
Zacha coming back. Deflected a puck to the end boards. Barkov behind the Bruins net. Jousting for one. And Zacha's got it. He reversed it over to the near side. Brazeau tried to give himself some space. Ekman Larsson came down. The Bruins able to weather some of that pressure. Florida changing, and the Bruins guide it down low.
Yeah, the area, if you move the puck up the boards, Judd, I think the weak side defenseman is open in the middle of the ice for the breakouts. But if you got to be effective at moving that puck, hopefully tape to tape up to the forward on the wall. Even if it's on the wall and you have to pull it off, you know you've got support in the middle from the weak side D.
Only one shot on goal here for the Bruins in the first 8 minutes. Florida with 5, and the game is scoreless. Carlo fired it in. Heinen had to go back and tag up. Here's Ekman Larsson. He'll snap it around, and it's deflected back into the Bruins zone. Carlo back to get it. No icing here. Here's Carlo. Angling to the right circle of his own zone. Gets a return feed. It's bumped ahead. Lauko one-hands it down into the right corner. Ekblad chase, pulled it behind the net. Maroon steps into him. It's turned over. Puck banged over to the near side.
Never got to Lauko in the low slot looking for the shot.
And now Rodriguez, high slot Bruins zone. Shoots, Swayman the chest save. The rebound paddled high in the air, out in front. Swayman has to scramble back. That got deflected. And the Bruins exit.
I don't know what that hit, but it ended up right in front.
Lauko shot it to the net.
Penalty coming up here on the Panthers.
And the Bruins are going to the man advantage. It's going to be interference. 11:15 left here in the first. Bruins and Panthers are scoreless here in Game 4 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. That's your local New England Honda dealers.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is powered by fiber and connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
Bring excitement to your landscape with Proven Winners Color Choice shrubs. These flowering shrubs and evergreens have been trialed and tested by experts to make sure they look better and bloom better. So they're just as easy to care for as what's in your landscape now, but a whole lot more colorful and interesting. Look for Proven Winners Color Choice shrubs in the distinctive white container at your local garden center, or learn more at provenwinnerscolorchoice.com.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
The first 5 minutes were brought to you by our New England Ford dealers at F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with 47 straight banners to prove it. So the Bruins will have their first power play. Aaron Ekblad off 2 for interference. Faceoff will be in the far circle of the Florida, and the Bruins looking for their first power play goal of the series.
First power play goals in how many games?
7.
Yeah, so not just this series. You're going back to the Toronto series. For all the talk about the penalty killing last game, the power play had a chance to get the Bruins back in the game at a couple critical moments. They had some good chances in the third, and you're hoping you can build on that. But when they had power plays earlier in the game, they didn't do anything with them.
Face off far circle. Coyle will lean in to take it. They'll take it against Stenlund. Right against Ready, the Bruins win it. McAvoy cranked it down to the far corner. Van Riemsdyk drives it right corner. DeBrusk. They score! Pasternak in the right circle. Teed one up and buried one low to the far side of Bobrovsky. Power play goal. Bruins 1, Panthers nothing.
Great job here by Coyle. Off the face-off. He's going to tie up and then kick this puck back to the point. So now the Bruins have possession. And they got to move it quick because they're under some pressure. Down low to Van Riemsdyk on the left side. Around the boards to DeBrusk. And DeBrusk is going to find David Pastrnak coming in from the right point, wide open. And you got Florida being extremely aggressive here. Right off the face-off win. And Pastrnak is going to unload from just above the dot in the right wing circle off the pass from the corner. And rip it blocker side past Bobrovsky.
That's his first goal of the series, 4th of the playoffs. And the Bruins going back to work. They'll chip it into the far corner. Pastrnak going to chase. Forsling got hit hard by Pastrnak. The Bruins keep the puck in. Now Reinhart got to it. He'll chip it to the middle. And now Barkov along the near side. Over the red line, over the blue line, left side. He'll fling it to the far corner, Tarasenko. Poke checked by DeBrusk. Around to the near side it comes. Forsling fires, and this one sails wide. Ekblad shoots this one through the slot. Near side Forsling fires. This one goes wide.
Shot from one point, shot from the other. All wide.
Tarasenko, right circle. Ekblad had it poke check. Up top, here's Tarasenko. Wrister, and that hit a skate.
Bruins trying to sort it out defensively right now. Back behind the net. There you go. Good read by Lohrei.
And now Florida's going for a change, so McAvoy can wheel ahead. Reaches the red line. In it goes. Saw the hit from Bennett coming. That was a tricky bouncer out in front for Bobrovsky. And the puck squirts to the near side. Here's Bennett. He'll drill it up the far side. Over the line is Tkachuk. Hands to Verhaeghe. Shoots, Swayman a chest save. And he covers up as Tkachuk is taken by Frederick and Carlo. .9:59 left here in the first. Bruins 1, Panthers nothing here in Game 4 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do your employees have fears about job security due to the advancements that AI is bringing to the workplace? Do you know how to alleviate those concerns while upskilling your workforce to embrace AI's functionality and efficiencies? Discover how your HR peers are responding to these issues at SHRM 24, the world's largest HR conference, June 23rd through 26th in Chicago, or virtually. Learn more or explore more than 375 other sessions related to the HR topics and issues. Visit shrm.org/SHRM24.
Chocolate and pretzel? Pretzel and chocolate! Mmm. Sweet, salty, crunchy flips. This flips everything.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 98.5 The Sports Hub. A Beasley Media Group station.
Jake DeBrus, James Van Riemsdyk with the assists on David Pasternak's game-opening goal. That's our delivery of the game, delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Granite City Electric Supply celebrating 100 years of service to electrical contractors in New England. Visit granitecityelectric.com to order. Face-off far circle the Bruins end.
But you know, all 5 guys touched the puck on that goal. It started with Coyle winning the draw. You had the assist that you just mentioned. Yeah, that's great. But all 5 guys involved in that goal, starting with the face-off win, and then making smart plays, quick plays, against an aggressive penalty kill by Florida.
4-on-2 for Florida. Lundell over the line. Low Storeen and sent it out in front. Swayman read it, denied the pass, and he gloves it.
So, look, 1-0, great. Power play goal, great. But they've given up some odd man rushes here in this first period. And you want to be aggressive. You want to play with emotion. You want to play with intensity. But you've also got to play smart. And the forwards end up giving up the 4-on-2 there.
9:38 left here in the first. Bruins 1, Panthers nothing.
Tarasenko on a breakaway. Rodriguez in partially alone on a nice pass from the middle.
Geekie will take the draw against Barkov. Barkov wins it to Forsling near hash. Sent it out in front, off a skating wide. Barkov was alone for a second. Barkov back of the net. Wings it top right wing circle. Ekblad shoots, blocked. Rebound trickles to the near point. And Forsling couldn't keep it in, so Florida's going to have to back out, tag up. McAvoy up the right side of Pastrnak. And now Florida did tag up. They've got the puck. Left circle, Forsling shoots, blocked.
Good example right there. Full possession, unforced error.
Over the line, right side is Geekie. For Pastrnak, right circle, wings it across. Lohrei up top, it was tapped, and that made it a little harder for Peak to handle. He's got it back in his own zone. He'll wing it up the right side. Geekie, near side of the Florida blue line, will shovel it in.
It's like the Bruins are trying to stretch guys too, so that's going to pull the D from Florida back. That might be one of the wrinkles that they're kind of throwing in there, trying to get the puck out of the zone.
Forsling just gave away the puck, and he recovered to get it back. Here's Bennett up the middle. He'll flip it to the left corner Bruins zone. Sent back of the Bruins net. They wedge it to the far side. Can't get it out cleanly. Now Peak flipped it up the right side out to center ice. And Coyle just knocked down Verhaeghe out in the neutral zone. He gets back up, sent over to the far side and out to center ice. Carlo chipped it to the red line. And the Bruins hack it back just inside the Florida line. Ekman Larson brings it in. The Bruins changing. Tkachuk left circle. Shoots. Swayman took it right into the crest. And then Tkachuk is finished along the near side by Maroon.
Tkachuk's going to go for a high stick. See, that's where Maroon takes it. Or did the Maroon high stick Tkachuk? Referee was signaling high stick. Oh, they're going to give Maroon the penalty. My bad.
8:05 left here in the first. And the Bruins going short-handed for the second time, leading 1-0. Face-off in the near circle, the Bruins end. If you're new to the series, it was Matthew Tkachuk after Maroon and Trent Frederick were kicked out of the game who challenged David Pastrnak to a fight in Game 2, and Pastrnak obliged. Barkov in for the draw against Coyle. The two centermen are asked to reset. Florida the man advantage in the series, including tonight, and they're 0 for 1. They've scored 5 times on 16 chances. The Bruins sent it up the middle and now got it out to center ice. Here's Coyle over the line, far side. Hits the brakes. He's got Carlo. Send it out in front. Carlo shoots short side and wide.
Yeah, I didn't get all of that one, but nice little play there by Coyle.
Give it away. High slot. Lindholm shoots. And Bobrovsky just got a piece of it with a glove. Florida having all sorts of problems here in the first half minute of this man advantage. And now here's Reinhart, center circle. Leaves it for the late coming Barkov. Over the line. They'll flip it to the right point. Tkachuk rims it around. Near side Verhaeghe. Shoveled it to the near corner. Now Reinhart wanted to deliver it out in front. The Bruins denied the pass.
He had Tkachuk on the other side open.
Tkachuk saucers right point Montour. Left point now Verhaeghe. Fires. Swayman the save. The rebound comes right back to Swayman, and he'll cover up. Bruins short for another 66 seconds.
Yeah, Swayman's been sharp when called upon. The Bruins were aggressive there, so that's going to leave somebody open, and that was Tkachuk on the backside, but the Bruins blocked that attempted pass over to him. And they had a decent chance up ice there, Carlo, and then Lindholm with a one-timer in the slot. He had to kind of alter his body a little bit to get that one-timer away. It looked like Bobrovsky fought it off with the left pad. Lindholm and McAvoy combined, they did not have a single shot on net in Game 3, and the Bruins dragged the puck ahead, shorthanded 2-on-2. Here's McAvoy for the line right side. Shoots Bobrovsky the save, and then he has to scoop up the rebound with Zacha right there. And then McAvoy in the blue paint gets a little attention from the Panthers. Yeah, he tried to hold up. He was kind of he was awkward as he kind of gently skated into Bobrovsky. I think they realized that, plus they don't want to take a penalty of their own. They've already gotten beat once on the power play, so they want to make sure. I mean, McAvoy, he was kind of falling on top of Bobrovsky at the end of that, and they just pulled him away. We're short for another 55 seconds. Face-off in the Florida end. Here's Ekman Larson back of his net. Second unit on for Paul Maurice. Up the middle, here's Rodriguez. To the left side, Bennett. He'll shovel it to the near corner. Lined up and took a shoulder from McAvoy. Saw it coming. Back of the net, Wotherspoon. Wedged off the puck by Tarasenko. Got it up to the right point. Tarasenko. Now Ekman Larson snaps high slot. Lundell, far side grab by Bennett. Up top, Ekman Larson fakes, looking for a lane. Flip to the high slot. Now left circle, Tarasenko shoots. He went over the top of the net. Swayman read it. He's got a little something to say, it looked like, to Tarasenko as this puck leaves the surface. Hopefully not again, because Tarasenko beat him high with a perfect shot to the glove hand side. He's in almost the same spot, maybe a little deeper this time on this shot. And Swayman fights it off with the glove. That was the same spot. He was going a little top far corner. A little deeper, but not quite the same angle that he had in Game 3 where he beat Swayman up high. I remember late in the season when Tarasenko was still in Ottawa, he beat him on a similar shot. 6:24 left here in the first. 1-0 Bruins and a David Pastrnak power play goal. 19 seconds left on the Maroon penalty.
Bruins win the draw. Beecher back of the net for Lindholm. He'll fling it up the middle and down. Montour back to get it. 10 seconds left on the Maroon penalty. Montour cruises up the middle. Goals in each of the last 2 games. He'll fire it in, and Florida does so offside.
Between the Pipes is sponsored by Charles D. Sheehy. If you're in the piping trades, you need to call Charles D. Sheehy, Boston's premier piping and mechanical product supplier. Sheehy is driven to deliver. Between the Pipes for the Florida Panthers here today, Sergei Bobrovsky, and for the Bruins, again, Jeremy Swayman.
Face off center circle. 3 seconds left on the Maroon penalty. And this puck is whacked into the far corner of the Florida, and Pasternak chasing. Ekblad delivers it back of the cage. Forsling, puck in his feet, send it around. Maroon's out. He's got it. Right hash Pasternak. Shoveled it back of the cage. Ekblad comes over to the near side. Chopped it over to the near wall. Just got by McAvoy's glove and back into the Bruins zone. Oposo knotted up with Lohrei. They meet near the left corner. It squirts to the near side of Pozo. Up to the left point, Forsling. He'll paddle it down low. Lohrei shoveled it to the far side, Maroon. Far corner. Tapped it back of the net. Lohrei settles it up the right side. McAvoy couldn't hold it.
Well, better exit. That puck hops over the stick of McAvoy, but more composure there by the Bruins exiting the zone.
Lohrei stops behind his net. Bends to the near side, and McAvoy bounced it out to center ice. Bruins kick it into the right corner in the Florida end. Kulikov avoids the hit from Van Riemsdyk. Shoveled it to the far side. Just got out. Zacha will send it to the near side in the neutral zone. Brazo chipped it to the right corner. Van Riemsdyk with a check on Kulikov. Kulikov banks it far side. Lundell nearly coughed it up. He does. Carlo shoots. They score! Brandon Carlo with a wrister from the blue line. Bruins 2, Panthers nothing.
Oh, the Bruins established their forecheck this time. Really nice job by Zacha getting in. The first guy, he's going to cause some commotion and down low. And the Panthers are going to turn this puck over, much like they did a few times there in Game 1. You see another turnover here. And it's a seeing eye shot by Carlo. Kulikov tries to go up the boards, pressure. You win.
Panthers just ice the puck. Faceoff will come down to our right.
Like I said, different era. I get it, but it's all about wins, especially this time of year. Got some pushing and shoving now over by the Maroons, challenging Bennett.
Oh, now Montour comes over to have a word. Maroon barking away.
Well, neither one of those guys are going to do anything. So I don't mind the barking, but neither one of them is going to do anything. Not with Maroon.
And that's what Maroon's saying.
Neither is Tkachuk. He's chirping now, too.
That's Patrick
Maroon's
Maroon.
pointing at all of them. Come on, I'm ready. Now he's giving the hands. I'm ready. Let's go. Come on. It's good. It's fine. I like it. But none of those guys are going to drop the gloves with Maroon. So, and nor should they. If you're a Panthers fan, if you're a Panthers player, you're not going to engage him there. But if it gets the fans involved, great.
Here's Bennett, shoots, Swayman the save, the rebound, Swayman, what a stop! And then the rebound chipped wide by Verhaeghe. Out in front, Tkachuk got knocked down.
That was an unbelievable chance by Verhaeghe.
Verhaeghe left to the net, dragged it to the front. Bennett near side, tapped it to the left point. Forsling flings it back of the net. Somebody's stick shattered in two.
Dabrowski doesn't have one.
And now here's Geekie. He'll scramble out
now
to center
Tkachuk
right.
and Swayman. Tkachuk's challenging Swayman. God, this guy.
Van Riemsdyk at the end boards finished his check. And down went Ekblad as the Panthers will wing it ahead. Thought it was interesting. Matthew Tkachuk said after game 2, as this puck is whistled deep into the Florida end. Oh, wow. They're going to give Florida the benefit of the call on an icing, and the faceoff will come down to our left.
Brazo was getting there first.
Well, they have the opportunity to make the change. We'll see if they do.
Are they saying it was a 50-50?
I suppose, but Matthew Tkachuk had mentioned after game 2, he said, my dad and my brother make fun of me because I'm not a really good fighter. I'm not good at it. I don't do it a whole lot.
He's a great player. I mean, love him as a player and what he's capable of doing. And there's not many guys that can do what he does in the league. To be able to get under skin and be as effective as he is.
3:01 left here in the first, 2-0 Bruins. Lundell wings it back of the net. Van Riemsdyk far side, chopped at it. Brazo comes back to help. And the Bruins trying to exit this puck. They can't. In the slot now, Rodriguez, poke check, reaching backwards, Van Riemsdyk.
Yeah,
not out of danger.
And Lindholm, but Bruins need to clean it up a little bit here. It's the emotions there, no question. Now they need to clean up a few things.
Here's Lundell. He'll rim it far side. Zaka read it at the far hash. He's got Kulikov coming down. He eats the puck in the corner. Now Lindholm trying to play off the pile. The Panthers have it. Long shot by Lundell. Glove by Swayman. And the Bruins will get the change. 2:21 left here in the first. Bruins 2 and the Panthers nothing. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CRV. That's your local New England Honda dealers.
Sign up for alerts on apartments.com, and you're going to get instantly notified when the perfect places hit the market. Here, let me demonstrate. Ding dong, alert, alert.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
Dropping by to say that we found 17 new listings for you.
What are you doing in my bathroom?
I'm just demonstrating our listing alert notifications.
Why didn't you just send the actual notification?
So many questions, you sly boots. Listen, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got more notifying to do. Ta-ta.
Helen, there's a man.
Apartments.com, the place to find a place.
Now you can save on Cox Internet by adding Cox Mobile, so you can do everything you want, everywhere you want. Stream the big game with fiber-powered speeds at home, or
in the first. Faceoff will be in the far circle in the Bruins zone. Brandon Carlo during the regular season had 4 goals and 14 points.
I mean, good on him. That was it was a knuckle puck on the shot. I know it's unassisted, but that was a good forecheck by the Bruins that creates the turnover by Lundell. And Swayman, who's been sharp, he just made 2 big saves on rebound chances from Verhaeghe. And Verhaeghe had a third chance that he sent back through the crease and out the other way.
Beecher will lean in and take the draw in the far circle. And he wins it cleanly from Reinhardt. The Bruins pounded up the left side out to center ice. Here's Pasternak. Got around Forsling, and then Reinhardt came back to retrieve a loose puck. Here's Tarasenko. He'll toss it in front of his net. Forsling up left wing over the red line. In it goes. Our corner, Lori. Trying to shovel it back of the net. He's knotted up with Reinhardt. Back of the net, Reinhardt. Banked it up to the left point. Forsling. Here it comes, and Swayman takes it right in.
Well, he's been their best player here in the first period, even though the Bruins have that 2-0 lead. Swayman's been tested a couple times. That last shift there, the rebound chances by Verhaeghe. And then Swayman gave Tkachuk a little shot on the pads. That's when we say Tkachuk turned around and challenged him. Tkachuk gave him a one-hand love tap back. Swayman had the glove going, come on. But I don't think that was, neither player wanted to go that direction.
We got a long way to go. 1:53 left here in the first.
We do, but the intensity and the emotion level's been there for the Bruins.
Bruins trying to tie the series at 2.
I emphasize, Judd, sorry, they need to tighten it up in a few areas. You want to be aggressive, but under control.
Montour sends it out in front. Swayman a right leg save, and the Bruins shovel it up the left side out to center ice. Here's Tkachuk. Feeds it back into his own end. Montour trying to settle it. He'll wing it up the right side. Verhaeghe trying to wind up, get some speed. Oh, Frederick just missed him with a shoulder. Wotherspoon cranked it up the far glass and out to center ice. Frederick going for a check on Montour as this puck trickles to the right of Swayman, who will dish it to the far side. Heinen
actually took a funny hop on the way into Swayman.
Here's Peak up the right side. Paddled back into the Bruins zone by Mikula, so Florida has to tag up. There was a puck that came dangerously close to Swayman on a cross-ice pass. That's why you heard the reaction from the crowd.
And ahs, but it was the right play.
Maroon shoveled it into the right corner. Bobrovsky back of the net. He's allowed 2 goals on 5 shots. Near side, Maroon shoveled it back of the net. Lauko going to dig. This puck gets free. Beecher closes quickly.
Need an energy shift from a guy like Lauko and Beecher here right now. They haven't had much ice time this period, 5-on-5.
Near side, Rodriguez flicked it to the middle, and this roller is deflected all the way back into the Bruins zone on net. Swayman steers it over to the near side, though. Miscommunication. Left circle, Lundell. Left to the cage. Shoots. Swayman the stop.
No, the communication was fine, I think, Judd. They just didn't execute it. Swayman tried to go over to the right side because the left side was taken, and it was just too far in front.
25 seconds left here in the first. 2-0 Bruins. Here's Losterinen over the line left side. Took a hit from Pete. Now into the slot. Rodriguez shoots. Swayman the save. The rebound near side. Losterinen near corner. He'll shovel it up to the left point. Forsling. Right point Ekblad. Left point Forsling. Here it comes. Blocked. 4 seconds left here in the period. Van Riemsdyk plowed it off the wall out to center ice. Brazo's got it. And that's going to do it for the opening 20 minutes of play here in Game 4. So at the end of 1, it's the Bruins 2 and the Panthers nothing here in Game 4. Beersy and I will bring you back for the first intermission in a moment on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Newport. This hits different. This is finesse. This is true tennis in the home of the Hall of Fame. This is genuine grass court genius. This is Bublik. This is Cressy. This is Eubanks. This is old school in New England. This is Mickelson, Manarino, Hall. This is killer action on the Classic Coast. This is the life. This is the Infosys Hall of Fame Open, July 14th through the 21st. Tickets on sale now. This is tennis.
Do your employees have fears about job security due to the advancements that AI is bringing to the workplace? Do you know how to alleviate those concerns while upskilling your workforce to embrace AI's functionality and efficiencies? Discover how your HR peers are responding to these issues at SHRM 24, the world's largest HR conference, June 23rd through 26th in Chicago, or virtually. Learn more or explore more than 375 other sessions related to the HR topics and issues. Visit sherm.org/sherm24.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, cool.
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
Bring excitement to your landscape with Proven Winners Color Choice Shrubs. These flowering shrubs and evergreens have been trialed and tested by experts to make sure they look better and bloom better. So they're just as easy to care for as what's in your landscape now, but a whole lot more colorful and interesting. Look for Proven Winners Color Choice Shrubs in the distinctive white container at your local garden center or learn more at provenwinnerscolorchoice.com.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Chocolate and pretzel? Pretzel and chocolate! Mmm. Sweet, salty, crunchy flips. This flips everything.
What a beautiful day in nature. Take it from a little bug like me. Nothing makes you feel more alive. Oh, whoa, I almost got frogged. That was a close call. But boy, do I feel capital A alive. Luckily for you humans, Nature's Way put that thrilling feeling of aliveness in a bottle. Nature's Way Alive Women's Multivitamin Gummies with 16 vitamins and minerals. Delicious multivitamins inspired by nature. Whoa, better luck next time, pal. Nature's Way.
Snap Text Save partners with local appliance retailers to help you beat online and big box pricing on appliances. First, snap a photo or screenshot of the appliance model number and price you're looking at. Then, text it to us at 617-600-SAVE and include your delivery zip code. Within minutes, we'll text you back with a guaranteed lower quote and the earliest delivery date. Snap Text Save, New England's easiest way to get the best pricing on appliances. Text us today at 617-600-SAVE.
¿Tiene cobertura de Medicaid? Tome medidas para asegurarse de que usted y su familia conserven la cobertura. Es fácil. Solo debe mantener actualizada su información de contacto para que el Estado pueda comunicarse con usted cuando sea su turno de renovar. Asegúrese de estar atento a recibir correspondencia del Estado de Rhode Island. Luego tome medidas de inmediato. Si tiene seguro médico a través de Medicaid, es fácil asegurarse de conservar la cobertura. Para obtener más información o pedir ayuda con su renovación de Medicaid, visite staycovered.ri.gov.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Far side, Lundell nearly coughed it up. He does. Carlo shoots. They score! Brandon Carlo with a wrister from the blue line. Bruins 2, Panthers nothing. Welcome back to the first intermission here at TD Garden. The Bruins on top of the Florida Panthers 2-0 at the end of 20 minutes here in Game 4. Our first intermission interview is sponsored by TD Bank. We're joined downstairs by Bruins defenseman Brandon Carlo. Brandon, what fueled that start there for the Bruins?
I think the conversation that we had in the room before the game, we really wanted to initiate the start here today, come out aggressive and not play on our heels and wait for what they had to bring. So it was our goal to bring some effort there, and I think we did a good job with our start.
Brandon, you mentioned that the Bruins came out aggressive, and the emotion is great. Are there still some things you want to clean up to make it easier on Jeremy Swayman?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they've gotten their opportunities, but he's playing fantastic behind us. I think the more that we can eliminate those turnovers to the neutral zone and just play more behind them, the better off we'll be.
When you have gotten behind them, what have you gotten to at the offensive end here through 20 minutes?
I think our guys are doing a really good job playing down low, staying composed with that puck, making more plays, holding on to it a little bit more, and then using us on the point when they can.
Thanks, Brando.
Thanks, guys.
It's only human to be passionate, loyal, and all in when it comes to the Bruins, and it's only human to expect the same from your bank. And just like every season, TD will be here for all the wins, losses, and memorable moments. TD Bank, the bank of the Boston Bruins, member FDIC, TD Bank, N.A. Obviously, a lot to unpack from that first 20 minutes, but overall, Jeremy Swayman and the penalty kill enormous for the Bruins in the first.
Yeah, two penalty kills, and look, David Pastrnak deserved his penalty. I mean, Lundell obviously helped it, but he deserved it, right? He got the 2 minutes where he punched him after the whistle, and trying to avoid a couple of those that that you can avoid. We talked about unnecessary types of penalties. Maroon, he got the high sticking. It wasn't much, but he did have his stick up there against Tkachuk. And, sometimes that happens. You can say a little careless, but sometimes that happens. Sometimes it's just unavoidable. So he ends up with that penalty. So try to avoid the ones that you can avoid. But the Bruins make the Panthers pay on the one penalty they took. That was Ekblad away from the puck, interference, but it was the Bruins were in the offensive zone, so Ekblad was defending, and he takes the interference call. And usually an indication when a player doesn't have a problem with the call, he just doesn't say a word to the ref. He just goes directly to the box. That's exactly what Ekblad did. And the Bruins make them pay right off the face-off. Each guy touches the puck. Coyle, McAvoy, Van Riemsdyk, DeBrusk, and Pastrnak scores. So, round the horn, and Pastrnak comes in from the right point and just tees one up off the pass from DeBrusk from the corner and just hammers one home from just above the dot or right around the dot area on the right wing circle to the blocker side of Bobrovsky. So good to see the power play get on the board, and that's something that's been lacking for the Bruins. So penalty kill strong. They allowed 4 out of 5 or 6 last game against Florida. 4 power play goals against Florida last game. In game 3 today, 2 for 2. So, but just like you asked Brandon Carlo in that conversation there, the intensity is there, the emotion is there. It has to be under control. Huge hit from McAvoy, one of the first shifts of the game on Reinhart. That helps set the tone. The Bruins do a better job of exiting their zone. That helps set the tone. They do a better job on the forecheck. That helps set the tone. But they still give up some really good opportunities against. Tarasenko gets behind the D for a breakaway. Rodriguez has a great chance. Verhaeghe had a couple of rebound opportunities. Swayman was strong. Tarasenko had a good look from the left wing circle below the dot. Tried to go high to the far side like he did last game. So some really good chances. Swayman's dialed in. Outshot 15-5 or 16-5, I think it is now. They added one. Okay, you can accept that because the Bruins emotionally were involved and ready to go and attacked when they could. And Carlo had a nice seeing eye shot that beat him to the knuckleball that kind of looked like it dipped a little bit when it got in close to Bobrovsky. But there's some areas most definitely that they need to clean up. Control that emotion. Don't let guys in behind you. Be smart through the neutral zone in terms of turnovers and handling pucks in those areas. And make sure, just like Brandon Carlo said, the puck gets behind them. You play behind them, and you establish your forecheck. Carlo's goal was off a forecheck and a turnover by Lundell. And Carlo was a recipient of it. But that's the Bruins establishing their forecheck on the Panthers.
Scoring summary from the first period. David Pastrnak got it started at the 8:53 mark on the man advantage. Jake DeBrusk and James Van Riemsdyk with the assists. Bruins out to a 1-0 lead, and then Brandon Carlo at 15-12 cashes in with his second goal of the series. It's unassisted, and the Bruins out to a 2-0 lead at the end of 20 minutes here in Game 4. Shots on goal in favor of the Panthers, 16-5 on the man advantage. The Bruins 1 for 1, and the Panthers 0 for 2. Alex Barth has your Sports Hub headlines next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Do your employees have fears about job security due to the advancements that AI is bringing to the workplace? Do you know how to alleviate those concerns while upskilling your workforce to embrace AI's functionality and efficiencies? Discover how your HR peers are responding to these issues at SHRM 24, the world's largest HR conference, June 23rd through 26th in Chicago, or virtually. Learn more or explore more than 375 other sessions related to the HR topics and issues. Visit shrm.org/SHRM24.
Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company offering premium polarized shades that won't break the bank. Plus, if your shades go MIA or take a hit, don't sweat it. Shady Rays has lost or broken protection, so you're covered from day one. Exclusively for our listeners, go to shadyrays.com and use code NOW50 for 50% off 2 or more pairs of sunglasses. That's NOW50 to get 50% off 2 or more pairs of sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people.
Are you covered by Medicaid? Take steps to make sure you and your family stay covered. It's easy. All you need to do is keep your contact information up to date so the state can reach you when it's your turn to renew. Be sure to watch for mail from the state of Rhode Island, then take action right away. If you have health insurance through Medicaid, it's easy to make sure you stay covered. To learn more or get help with your Medicaid renewal, visit staycovered.ri.gov. That's staycovered.ri.gov.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
The Boston Bruins Foundation Centennial Charity Bags presented by D-Man Science are available to purchase. The limited edition bags give fans the opportunity to own a unique collection of Centennial-themed memorabilia, autographed items, and more. All proceeds benefit the Boston Bruins Foundation, and you can secure yours today by visiting bostonbruins.com/charitybags. The Bruins up 2-0 through one period. Goals from David Pastrnak and Brandon Carlo. The Celtics picked up a 106-93 win last night to go up 2-1 in their Eastern Conference semifinal series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jason Tatum led the way with 33 points and 13 rebounds. Jaylen Brown added 28 points. Game 4 of that series is tomorrow night in Cleveland at 7 o'clock. In the NBA, the Pacers beat the Knicks 121-89 to even that series at 2 games apiece. Out west, one game tonight. That's tipping off in about half an hour as the Nuggets take on the Timberwolves. The Red Sox beat the Washington Nationals 3-2 today at Fenway Park. Cedon Rafaela had 2 RBIs for the Sox. And the New England Revolution lost 4-2 to the New York Red Bulls last night. I'm Alex Barth. Judd and Bob have the call of the second period next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, cool.
or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
ACH Seeds is a sweet choice for more reasons than one. Our Homegrown Giving Give Back program donates $10,000 to a deserving nonprofit organization on behalf of Crystal Brand Sugar Beet seed growers. You nominate, we donate. How sweet is that? Who's eligible? First responders, youth programs, food banks, healthcare clinics, and more. Where should this year's local homegrown giving donation go? Let us know. Be the heart of your hometown. Nominate an organization today at achseeds.com.
The games play here.
Here's Nieto. He'll scramble in, feed to the high slot. Carlson sent it out in front. Nieto a shot, and that tip denied by Omar, who scrambled left to right. Jones with a reset. Leans forward, takes the snap from Andrews, drops back, stands in, throws it back shoulder. Myers catches the 45 near side. Tackled by Sherman. Boy, they're going to work against the former All-Pro.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Now, it all started on a rainy Sunday, and I was enjoying a peaceful drive before the arrival of the in-laws when...
It's a disaster. That sneaky dog of yours got up on the counter and gobbled up the cake.
So I can pick up...
It's gotta be from the place off Highway 9. Hurry, they're almost here.
Luckily, my Nissan Altima was built to handle the unexpected. With available intelligent all-wheel drive, I was able to save the day without a slip-up.
You made it.
Piece of cake.
Drive the Nissan Altima. Now get a low $209 per month lease for 36 months on the 2024 Nissan Altima. Shop at your local Nissan store or at nissanusa.com. Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Well-qualified lessees 2024 Altima SV front-wheel drive. $4049 initial payment excludes tax, title, license, and $695 acquisition fee. Includes $625 manufacturer's rebate applied to $209 per month lease. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. N6324.
From the electricity out on the ice to the roar of the crowd in the stands, there's nothing quite like Bruins hockey. And this season, you can be there live to cheer them on. As the official ticketing partner of the Boston Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has you covered with the largest selection of seats at a wide variety of price points. So get off the couch and get into the stands. Grab great seats to see the Bruins today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
Bring excitement to your landscape with Proven Winners Color Choice Shrubs. These flowering shrubs and evergreens have been trialed and tested by experts to make sure they look better and bloom better, so they're just as easy to care for as what's in your landscape now, but a whole lot more colorful and interesting. Look for Proven Winners Color Choice Shrubs in the distinctive white container at your local garden center, or learn more at provenwinnerscolorchoice.com.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
When you're ready to pop the question, Zales makes it easy to find the ring. Shop engagement rings from renowned designers like Vera Wang and Shala. Or create your own design with your choice of 150,000 loose diamonds. Visit Zales.com or book an appointment with a jewelry expert today and get a guaranteed yes with Zales.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
McAvoy cranked it down to the far corner. Van Riemsdyk drives it right corner to Brusque. He scored! Pasternak in the right circle. Teed one up and buried one long to the far side of Bobrovsky. Power play goal. Bruins 1, Panthers nothing. They would add on thanks to Brandon Carlo, and we're about ready to start the second period here of Game 4. Bruins with a 2-0 lead. They're moving right to left. Bruins playoff hockey is here in the Pro Shop, powered by 47, as you covered with everything you need to rep the black and gold in the playoffs. Shop exclusive Bruins playoff tees, hats, pucks, and more. Visit BostonProShop.com to shop online or stop by the hub on Causeway. Geekie will step in and take the face-off against Sasha Barkov. And the second period is underway. The Bruins have it. Flipped in deep by McAvoy. Back of the net, Bobrovsky. He'll dish it to the far side. And the Panthers tap it ahead, and they'll speed the other way. Here's Barkov. Right wing feed Reinhart to Barkov near corner. Barkov almost lost in the puck. But the referee skates in the way.
With the referee there, yeah.
On tour, wings it back of the net. Lohrei read it. Near side, he'll flip it up the boards and out to center ice. Onto gave away at the Bruins blue line to Geekie. Left circle to Brusque. Shoots. Bobrovsky the save. Gives a rebound. Along the near side, Barkov. He'll flip it along the near wall. Got chopped at by Geekie. He gets a return feed. And now Barkov over the red line right side. Over the blue line, feeds to Reinhart. Right circle. Banks it back of the net. Chipped out in front.
Bruins were back in great position, though, that time. You know, they had 4 guys back. You know, eliminate these odd man rushes that the Panthers had in that first period by some of the aggression that the Bruins had.
Here's Bennett over the line, high slot. Shoots over the crossbar. Bennett in the far corner. Slammed against the wall by Peak. It's drilled around to the near side, and Ekblad won't keep this hard rimmer all the way in. And this will scramble back into the Panther zone. Frederick meets Ekblad at the end boards. Heinen tapped it over to the near side. Coyle. Near circle to the near hash. It's Heinen. Up top, Wotherspoon. Scrambles to the far circle. Hits the brakes. Remember, it's man on man. Right circle, Heinen. Sent it out in front, and Bobrovsky kicked it aside.
They've been looking for Coyle backdoor there.
Now Heinen holds the puck. Scraped it up the far side. Kachuk picked it off. And now Verhaeghe over the line right side of the right circle. Tapped it off his skates. Goes back of the net. He leads the Panthers with 6 goals here in the playoffs. Near circle, it's Kachuk. Wings into the slot, off his skate. And Verhaeghe's going to take a minor penalty. He chopped down Zacha, and as Kulikov touches up.
Zacha went down on one knee, kept going, but Verhaeghe guilty of the reach in, and again, just like but straight to the box.
An offensive zone penalty.
With no argument is what I mean.
Absolutely. Awarded during the regular season, second in the league in minors. They have really curtailed that here in the playoffs.
Oh, they've done a good job. I mean, especially here in this series. I mean, you know, some of it's skewed a little bit when you look at that game, too. You know, some of the penalties that were given, but, you know, the disparity in power plays for each side.
Bruins 1 for 1 on the power play here tonight. Scored on their only shot with it. David Pastrnak has that goal. Coyle wins the draw. Pastrnak. High slot. Near circle. McAvoy. Kicks to the stick. Bank back of the net. The Bruins hack it over to the far side. Van Riemsdyk battling away with Forsling. And Stenlund couldn't win the battle. Along the far side, Coyle. Held in by Pastrnak. He'll chip to the near corner. Ekblad comes back. And he'll whistle it high out to center ice all the way down. Snagged by Pastrnak, who's back. Florida will start to change a penalty killer or two. Here's Pastrnak. Leaves for DeBrusk. Now McAvoy over the line right side. Tugged at by Barkov. Wow. Along the near side. Kick to the corner. DeBrusk back of the net. Banked it up top. Here's Coyle. Rink wide Pastrnak. Feathers it to the right circle.
Forsling read that perfectly.
But the Bruins keep it in. Puck chipped around back of the net. Ekblad couldn't get it out. Near side recovery by Reinhart, and down it goes.
Forsling's a smart defenseman. He read that perfectly. That's a nice read. Cross ice pass there. And he jumps that pass.
Here's Pastrnak. 50 seconds left in the man advantage. 2-0 Bruins. We're early in the second period of game 4. Geekie fired it off his skate. Look out here. Losterinen scrambles back. Geekie's there with him. And Geekie stripped him of the puck. Far corner. Losterinen bumped it to the far side, and the Bruins able to fish it out of there. Here's Lohrei over the red line. He'll wing it into the left corner. Bobrovsky can't stop it. Brazo does at the far hash. He's knotted up with Losterinen. It's chipped to the right corner. Kulikov got it to the far side, but not out. Held in by Pastrnak. Somebody shattered his stick, and that's Kulikov. Right point now, Pastrnak. Long wait from the bench. Pastrnak shoots, and the stop made by Bobrovsky.
Now it's Stenlund without a stick.
Kulikov trying to sit on the puck at the far corner. Brazo trying to fish it free. And the penalty is over to Verhaeghe, but the Bruins keep the puck in. Far side, Zacha working alongside Brazo. It's chipped to the high slot, held in by Lindholm. Right circle now, Zacha shoots, blocked, and the rebound to the Panthers. And they'll fling it up the left side and back into the Bruins zone. Lindholm, watched by Verhaeghe. He'll rim it over to the near side.
It's got to be harder than that.
They never got to Beecher. Right circle, Bennett into the slot. Sent out in front, and Swayman to stop the rebound. Kick to the far side. Back of the net. Tkachuk had it tapped aside, and then Lauko finished his check on Bennett. Right corner, Bennett. Carlo finished hard on him. Near circle, Tkachuk. Back door. Swayman made the stop. Bruins rim it to the far side. Up to the left point, Bennett couldn't reach it, and out to center ice it comes. Lauko snaps to Beecher over the line left side. Left hash, left corner. Bangs it up to the far side, Heinen. Pass to Peak. Right point now, Heinen shoots. Bobrovsky the save as Maroon was camped right at the top of the blue paint, and Ekman Larson couldn't move him.
So, Lindholm wraps that puck around the boards. On the far side is Beecher. He can't leave the zone. You have to be on the right side of the puck. You can't blow the zone. It should have been a little harder wraparound, but it wasn't. So you have to identify it and get to that puck. And then, unfortunately for Beecher, he turned the puck over and the puck stays in the zone. A rough shift in the defensive zone there for Beecher. He's got to be better in that area. You know, if you're not going to play a ton and you're going to come out after the power play is over, you need a good shift. You got to make smart plays there without the puck and with the puck, both in those situations on that same sequence.
15 minutes remaining in the second.
Lindholm can go harder around the boards, no question, but if you're Beecher, you read it and you say, okay, I can't blow the zone if the puck's not going to get there.
Tarasenko tapped it offside, so the faceoff will come to the near dot just beyond the Bruins line. 2-0 Bruins. 14:52 left here in the second. Barkov will lean in and take the draw against Charlie Coyle. Barkov with points in each of his last 4, and across that span, 4 goals, 6 assists. Barkov wins the draw. Forsling hammers it in. Around to the near side, Wotherspoon drilled it back of the net. The Bruins crank it around. This doesn't get out.
Had the middle of the ice if he wanted it. That was Frederick. He had support in the middle.
Now Coyle over the line, right side to Frederick. To Heinen in the slot, shoots. Bobrovsky the stop. He tried to delay and shovel it over the blocker. Florida able to free it up the near side of Pozo. He'll lob it back into the Bruins' end. Montour racing for it in far corner. Van Riemsdyk with a shoulder on him. And now Van Riemsdyk sent it up the far side. The Bruins clear it to the middle.
There's the weak side D. Right up the boards. Weak side D in the middle of the ice. Lori wide open.
Forsling near corner of his zone end. Wings it around to the far side. He took a hit from Maroon after he did. Out at center ice, Lundell. He went down again. Just over 13 minutes remaining here in the second period. Forsling creates a turnover. Bruins get it back. Fling it over the line right side. Lauko motoring for it. Kulikov sent it up the far side. And here's Lostarinen. He'll motor over the line. Far circle. Shoots. Swam in a glove save. And he'll hold it.
I'll take that shot if you're the Bruins.
13:03 left here in the second. Bruins 2 and the Panthers nothing here in game 4. We'll take a timeout. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Now you can save on Cox Internet by adding Cox Mobile, so you can do everything you want, everywhere you want. Stream the big game with fiber-powered speeds at home, or capture it courtside on your phone with unbeatable 5G reliability on the go, so you can do more without spending more. Learn how at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Not all services and features available everywhere. Other restrictions apply.
Are you covered by Medicaid? Take steps to make sure you and your family stay covered. It's easy. All you need to do is keep your contact information up to date so the state can reach you when it's your turn to renew. Be sure to watch for mail from the state of Rhode Island, then take action right away. If you have health insurance through Medicaid, it's easy to make sure you stay covered. To learn more or get help with your Medicaid renewal, visit staycovered.ri.gov. That's staycovered.ri.gov.
The first of its kind, now the best of its kind. The Bushnell Wingman 2 GPS golf speaker. High quality bumping audio combined with audible GPS distance readouts. Whether you're into this or this, you'll love this.
Center 175 yards, front 161, back 190.
Magnetic cart mount, convenient remote, charge port, and more. The Bushnell Wingman 2. Head to bushnellgolf.com today to unleash your inner DJ.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Service Credit Union is seen with Bruins defenseman Charlie McAvoy for defending New England's heroes. Service donates $100 for every block shot and $1,000 for every shutout to pay for heart cancer screenings for New England police and firefighters. Learn more now at serviceu.org/73.
Johnny Busick up on the Jumbotron during that commercial timeout. Congratulations. 89 years young for Johnny Busick here today.
He was the banner captain.
Chief.
By the way, that goal by David Pastrnak gives him 39 career playoff goals, one behind the guy who stands 7th, Chief Johnny Busick. Coyle in for the draw in the far circle against Verhaeghe. Again, Bennett not taking draws, just coming back from a hand or wrist injury.
See, there's a well-executed breakout right there by the Bruins off the face-off win.
Along the near side, Bennett. Crunched by Frederick. He'll toss it in deep. Barhash, Coyle pries it free, send it to the middle.
Weak side D, Judd.
Frederick
wide open. Lindholm in the middle.
Frederick locked up with Kulikov. One hands it back to the net. Coyle dives in. Swept to the far side. Verhaeghe with it. And now Tkachuk feeds to the middle. Bennett drops and drives. Tkachuk to the middle. Knocked down. Swayman the save as he got a shot away. Not out of danger, though.
He's pretty good at that cutback, right? Coming in on his off wing, Tkachuk.
Ekman Larson feeds to the near circle. Verhaeghe shoots, and he sent it over the crossbar. Left point now, Ekblad. High slot, Forsling. Long shot, and Swayman blockers this over the glass.
Tkachuk comes in that off wing. He's really good at kind of selling shot. He's a left shot coming down the right side and then cutting to the middle. And the Bruins got a chip on him that time, preventing a real good chance. Swayman's been locked in.
12-10 left here in the second. He had to make a ton of high danger stops in the first.
3 or 4 anyhow, right?
Tarasenko, Bennett had a tip.
Verhaeghe.
Rodriguez had a chance.
Verhaeghe too.
Verhaeghe. And the Bruins killed off 2 penalties in the first. Here's Ekblad at the right point. Wings it back of the net. Here's Peak, shoveled it over to the near side to Brusk. And a kick it to the near corner as Ekblad forces him down low.
Second time we've seen the Bruins eat that puck along the wall if they don't have anything. That's just Brusk right now with Ekblad pinching down.
They still joust away for it. Peak
now
trying to play off the pile.
About winning a battle.
And it comes to the near point, Tarasenko. Across the blue line, Forsling holds. High slot, Tarasenko shoots, deflected. And Swayman the stick save. And the Bruins with an outlet. Forsling went for a bump on Geek. You saw him at the last second.
Yeah, Forsling's not a huge hitter, though, but he was going to separate Geekie from the puck.
Out at center ice, here's Barkov to Reinhart over the line. He dished it through some legs to the near corner. Oh, Barkov got finished hard by McAvoy in the corner.
Oh, Geekie just took a high stick. Nothing.
No call.
Nothing.
The referee's in the corner. Frederic Lécuyer is looking at the whole thing. Bruins will scramble out. And Wotherspoon hoists a backhand in. Bobrovsky a tricky stop and a bouncer in the blue paint. Pastrnak dives in and Montour fends off the hit. And it's lobbed back into the neutral zone. Tarasenko punched it into the slot. Swayman will freeze it as Carlo takes Rodriguez out of the way. 10:50 left here in the second. 2-0 Bruins here in Game 4.
I'd like to get a look at this one here behind the net. McAvoy finishes his hit, and Geekie's in there battling. And it looked like he took a high stick. Yeah. So Barkov and McAvoy were tied up, and Barkov's stick got knocked out of his hands, and it wasn't in his hands when the stick got up and got Geekie. So
good no call.
Yeah, good no call, exactly.
Face-off near circle. Lundell will lean in. He's the guy who gave away the puck that allowed Carlo to score to make it 2-0. Paul Maurice had said the Lundell line he felt was the team's best in Game 3.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it was, but I don't believe everything coaches say after games. So
you think?
You just kind of draw your own conclusion.
Oh, a cross check behind the net by Losterinen. It's sent to the far side. We play on. Okay, where's the bar? Here's Brazeau up right wing. Rodriguez is playing D. So Van Riemsdyk kicks the puck into the offensive zone.
Brazeau gave him a pass. It was a nice pass, but unfortunately, Van Riemsdyk didn't have a stick.
Why do we have a whistle? Do we have an offside?
As long as it's not a too many men.
That's what I'm waiting for, because there were all sorts of bodies there. It appears like it's an offside. 10-10 left here in the second. And the Bruins with a 2-0 lead. Jim Montgomery, after the Bruins got tagged with a couple of too many men penalties, he said, it's my responsibility.
Yeah, again, Jim Montgomery's taken a lot of bullets and a lot of heat for some players' mistakes. And I'm not just talking about the too many men. I'm talking about a few other things that he's accepting responsibility for. There's a certain percentage that goes on the coach, and he's the guy, right? He's the top. So it always comes down to the top. But he's not throwing blame at his players. He's taking the heat for it. And I'm here to, and that's goes right back to my point. Don't believe everything the coaches are saying, because the players know when they're screwing up, and they're not playing the way that they need to.
Bruins chip the puck down the left wing boards into the Florida end.
You always make little changes to your game, win or lose. adjustments based on the way the games are going. But ultimately, it comes down to the players executing. And that's what he's looking for tonight.
Lauko scrambles for a loose puck, far circle. Stutter step, watched by Lawrence.
That puck wouldn't settle for him. It was bouncing the whole way.
Beecher wings it up top. McAvoy settles it. High slot, Lori. Shoots, deflected, just back of the cage. Lawrence sent it near side right to McAvoy at the hash marks.
Active shift for McAvoy here.
He ducked around a Stenlund check. And now Ekman Larson. He got popped. This puck got deflected, and the linesman emphasizing this puck got deflected off the glass and into the stands. So we'll take a timeout with 9:22 left here in the second. The Bruins 2 and the Panthers nothing here in Game 4 on the 98.5 the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Now you can save on Cox Internet by adding Cox Mobile, so you can do everything you want, everywhere you want. Stream the big game with fiber-powered speeds at home, or capture it courtside on your phone with unbeatable 5G reliability on the go, so you can do more without spending more. Learn how at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Not all services and features available everywhere. Other restrictions apply.
Do your employees have fears about job security due to the advancements that AI is bringing to the workplace? Do you know how to alleviate those concerns while upskilling your workforce to embrace AI's functionality and efficiencies? Discover how your HR peers are responding to these issues at SHRM24, the world's largest HR conference, June 23rd through 26th in Chicago, or virtually. Learn more or explore more than 375 other sessions related to the HR topics and issues. Visit SHRM.org/SHRM24.
¿Tiene cobertura de Medicaid? Tome medidas para asegurarse de que usted y su familia conserven la cobertura. Es fácil. Solo debe mantener actualizada su información de contacto para que el Estado pueda comunicarse con usted cuando sea su turno de renovar. Asegúrese de estar atento a recibir correspondencia del Estado de Rhode Island. Luego tome medidas de inmediato. Si tiene seguro médico a través de Medicaid, es fácil asegurarse de conservar la cobertura. Para obtener más información o pedir ayuda con su renovación de Medicaid, visite staycovered.ri.gov.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston, the home of the Patriots, the Celtics, the Revs, and the Bruins. Boston's home for sports is 98.5 The Sports Hub. A Paisley Media Group station.
Faceoff will be in the near circle in the Florida end. That puck was gloved over the glass.
By Oposo.
Yes.
It was a backhand chip by the defenseman up the boards, and it went off of Oposo reached for the puck and chipped it and popped it over the glass. Clarify that for me, Judd. Is that not a penalty? If you put the puck into the stands, whether it's with the glass or with your hand or your stick? Referees were saying it was, deflected. Yeah, it was deflected off of Oposo's hand. I didn't see it go off the glass.
I did not see it
and
go
Laura
off
had
the
a long
glass.
conversation. He had the best look at it. He was a defenseman on the strong side. He went and over and talked to the linesman. I don't know if he got a good explanation or not. Maybe I missed something there, but
there have been a few things that have been unexplainable here in the first 4 games. Bruins win the draw.
Well, the fact that Bennett's playing is unexplainable.
Left point, Lori shoots, blocked, back of the net. Geeky knocked to his knees by Barkov, who retrieves the puck. Bruins close on him.
More times I see that Bennett hit or punch to the head, the worse it looks.
Bruins drive the puck just inside the Panthers line. The Panthers' second attempt, can't get it out on their third. Flip to the slot. Pasternak driven to the far side as he tried to make a move on Forsling.
It was a nice play by Forsling. He's good with the stick. Smart player, like we said. Knows what he's doing back there. Nice job there, staying with Pasternak and knocking it off of his stick.
8:43 left here in the second.
Yeah, it's hockey season. It's Peerless Boiler season. Replace your old boiler and water heater with a new Peerless Boiler and Pavilion tankless water heater. Find your local dealer at peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Face off in the right circle, the Bruins end. Bruins getting both of their goals in the first period. David Pasternak scoring on the power play. Brandon Carlo with a shot from the blue line that eluded Sergei Bobrovsky. Might have been tipped, although it didn't look like it changed directions. Bruins win the faceoff. Beecher, back of the net, Peak took the hit from Tkachuk.
Good support there for Beecher.
And he'll
win the draw, and then he supports his D.
Out at center ice, Frederick, knocked down by Verhaeghe, and the Bruins scrape it back into their own zone. Over the line, right side, not in the right circle, Frederick, centered, coiled a shot, Bobrovsky to save the rebound, sent by Heinen to the far side, Peak. He'll wing it back of the net over to the near side, Heinen. Back of the net, Bennett, hacked it to the far side, Peak, up top to Frederick, closed down by Tkachuk, but the Bruins have it. And Heinen's pass, he tried to get it over Montour's stick, and it comes out to center ice. The Bruins have to back out, and they clear it back in. 8 minutes to go here in the second. Bruins trying to tie the series at 2 games apiece. Bruins won game 1. Florida won the next 2. Mikkola whistles it in. Along the near side, Wotherspoon drilled it out to center ice. Sent back into the Bruins zone. Hacked to the far side. Zacha, look out. He's under pressure. Puck is turned over. Bruins slap it up the right side and out to center ice. Ekman-Larsson fed it through the middle. Losterinen bothered by Zacha, and it's whistled in. Swayman stays in the net. Wotherspoon near corner. Took a hit from Lundell. The Bruins cleared high off the glass.
It's a hand pass.
And we've got to stop. So the faceoff will come outside with 7:21 left here in the second. 2-0 Bruins.
And Zavidia Bank and Patrice Bergeron have teamed up again this season for assists for kids. For every Boston assist, they'll donate $50 up to $37,000 to help Metro West youth hockey players pay for hockey. Get details at avidiabank.com/Team Bergeron. Avidia Bank, honest to goodness. Member FDIC, member DIF. A couple great saves made by Bobrovsky on that last shift. Right, the first one off of the stick of Coyle. They tried to get that puck over to him. Frederick with a backhand pass in front, and the right pad save made by Bobrovsky. And right after that, Heinen had a chance at the rebound. Not sure if that was on net or just wide, but a couple good looks.
Bruins deflect the puck all the way down, but that group in black and Centennial Gold will have to stay on for an icing call. 7:09 left here in the second. Bruins 2, Panthers nothing. Game 5 will take place on Tuesday in Florida. 6:30 for the Duncan pregame show. 7 o'clock puck drop. Reinhart will step in and take the draw against Kiki. It's slapped to the right point. Ekblad shoots, blocked. Oh, he hit Tarasenko, and that stung him. Back of the net, here's Barkov. Tarasenko's going to have to limp off. Barkov flips right circle. The shot by Reinhart, and Swayman was able to push out and got a piece of it, and then he covered it up.
Yeah, I don't think the Bruins realized that Tarasenko was trying to get to the bench, and for a few seconds there was a 4-on-4. They could have attacked there along the wall and not allowed that pass in front into the slot area. Tarasenko trying to shake it off, but the Bruins kind of laid off in the corner, and all of a sudden that puck is centered, and a nice left pad save made by Swayman off the shot in the middle.
Face-off right circle in the Bruins end. The shots this period a little closer. It's 8-6 Florida, but for the game, 24-11 in favor of the Panthers. Right point, Montour holds. He'll wing it back to the net, cut off by Wotherspoon. Scraped it over to the near side. Montour at the right point. Feeds it back of the net. Florida's got it. Puck on edge. Verhaeghe shoots. Swayman the save. And Tkachuk trying to shield, or Wotherspoon trying to shield Tkachuk from the net. And that's going to draw a pileup in the blue paint. Ooh, Tkachuk grabbed a hold of Wotherspoon. And then he got knocked down to his knees by the linesman.
I think Beecher grabbed him from behind as well.
6:43 left here in the second. Bruins will make a few changes. Peak and Wotherspoon will head off.
That was a tester there for Swayman. Verhaeghe gets into a good shooting position on the forehand, tries to go high to the glove side. Swayman able to fight it off.
Face-off right circle of Bruins end. And Verhaeghe's going to take it. Coyle opposing him. Coyle wins it. Near corner, it's Lindholm. Little time and room. He'll crank it up the right side, out to center ice. Gloved in. Coyle, right circle, walks in, shoots, send it over the crossbar.
That was a set play again for the Bruins there off the face-off win. They blow the zone. And that's going to pull the D back for the Panthers. And an indirect pass off the wall there, far side by Lindholm. And Coyle's going to be the recipient going into the zone alone.
Here's Heinen, watched by Verhaeghe. Right of the net. He's got Coyle out in front. Coyle shoots, and Bobrovsky the save from in tight.
Coyle's had 3 great looks in this period. He had that backdoor pass from Frederick. He had the long pass from Lindholm off the faceoff that Frederick directed to him, and he walked in and just shot it over the net on the glove hand side, and then that one right there, again off the pass from Frederick. Frederick's been effective setting guys up here.
At the end boards, behind the net, it's Lori. Chips to the near wall. The Bruins paddle it out to the neutral zone. Out at center ice. Here's Stenlund. He'll walk it across.
Lauko's got to stay. He wanted to get a line change there, but now they got to defend.
Bruins pull it free. Oposo went for the hit on McAvoy, and the Bruins guided up right wing and out to center ice. 5:20 left here in the second. 2-0 Bruins. Here's Ekblad. He'll whistle it in around to the far side. Lundell played it back of the net for Rodriguez. His dish, they score! The shot from the far circle seemed to surprise Swayman. And the Panthers on the board. It's 2-1 Bruins with 5:09 left in the second.
This one sneaks through. So the Bruins got that puck out. They got it to the far blue line, but not all the way in. And Florida's going to get their fresh bodies on the ice. The Bruins get 2 guys off, and now they got to start to defend again. And this puck from behind the net, centered, not even centered, put into the left wing circle. I don't know if that deflected off of something or just surprised Swayman. It's Lundell that's going to score from between the dot in the left wing circle and the bottom of the left wing circle. Not a great angle. I need a better look to see if it deflected or Swayman was just screened. It went in short side. Snuck in short side on Swayman. Surprised him.
How do the Bruins respond? It's feathered in by Lindholm.
Would have been an icing, but Bobrovsky just played that.
And now Ekblad rushes it up the middle. Around a check to the high slot. Fed to the near corner. Barkov jammed against the wall. Kicked it back of the net for Reinhart. Pounds it up top. Forsling shoots off the post. That glanced off the near post. Far side. Here's Reinhart. Back of the net it goes. Lindholm took a check. Fed it over to the near side. This doesn't get out. High slot. Forsling shoots. Swayman kicked out and made the save.
Up to the Bruins to react now.
Now Carlo banked it out to the neutral
Reinhart
zone.
just tried to draw a penalty.
High slot. Here's DeBrusk. Walks in backhand through the goal mouth. Bobrovsky had no idea.
Wide open, try to go to the backhand, put it between the legs and out the other way for DeBrusk.
Bruins have it again. Pasternak at the end boards. Banked it up to the far side. Verhaeghe reached back and he got it. And now Wotherspoon angles over and gets a loose puck. Up the near side to Heinen. He'll flip it into the left corner. Going to chases Montour. Frederick bearing down on him. Puck slammed over to the near side. Tkachuk didn't get it out. Left point Peak. Throws it high to the left corner. Frederick. Near corner Heinen. Rolled it around. Knocked out of midair by Coyle. Tugged at by Oposo. And the Panthers get it out to center ice. Here's Frederick. Had it. Bennett feeds it back into his own zone with 3.5 minutes remaining in the second. Bruins 2 and the Panthers 1. Puck banked along the near side. And the Bruins send it back into the Panthers zone. Montour between the rings in his own end. Watched by Frederick. He'll twist behind his net. Bruins making some changes. Montour, long feed, deflected by the Bruins. McAvoy protects it far side. Lostarinen with a steal to Rodriguez far side. Lostarinen far corner. Rimmed over to the near wall. Right corner, it's Lundell. Back of the net, Lundell. Far side, turn, shoots, blocked. Montour right circle, shoots. And Swayman the save with Rodriguez screening. And then Wotherspoon escorts Lostarinen out of the way. 2:55 left here in the second. Bruins 2 and the Panthers 1 here in game 4 on the night.
uml.edu/online.
Are you a veteran? VA New England Healthcare provides state-of-the-art healthcare benefits to those who served our country. Call 844-VA-CARES and learn more about the benefits you earned and deserve. Call 844-VA-CARES.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Anton Lundell gets Florida on the board here in game 4 from Rodriguez and Ekblad at 14:51. For Lundell, that's his first goal of the playoffs, and it is a 1-goal margin. Bruins with 2 in the first, Florida with the only goal here in the second.
Yeah, it was a seeing eye shot that finds its way in by Rodriguez. Good forecheck by the Panthers, but I mean, for all the good saves that Swayman has made, I think that one surprised him, unless it glanced off of something or he didn't see it. It sure looked like it went straight in. But Jake DeBrusk just had an opportunity to extend the lead back to 2, and he went 5-hole, was in alone. The Bruins have had some good looks in this period, but he put the puck 5-hole and back out the other way.
Lundell flipped it up to the high slot. It's sent back of the net. Somebody's lost a stick. Up the right side, the Bruins guided up the middle. Zacha reaches back, sets it up for Beecher over the line left side.
Beecher was out there for the face-off with that line there.
Near corner, Brazo trying to dig it free.
Going off the ice now.
Along the near side, it just hopped by Lindholm and back into the Bruins zone. Lundell couldn't get to it. Lindholm back of his net, hits the brakes. He'll bank it off the end boards. McAvoy sent it up the middle. Guided down low by Brazo. Back of the net, Bobrovsky. Scraped it far corner. Right to Van Riemsdyk. Back of the net, Brazo. Brace for the contact. Bounces off the Barkov check. Up top, Wotherspoon shoots. Bobrovsky to save. The rebound is available. And Bobrovsky able to stop it. Some of his best work.
Yeah, he's had a good period. Bruins have had good opportunities. That shot, I like the way Wotherspoon gets it at the point, doesn't dust it off, gets the wrist shot in on goal. He's got traffic in front. That puck was tipped actually by Zacha. And Bobrovsky made that save, and then Brazo barreling towards the net had a chop at the rebound, or excuse me, Zacha had a chop at the rebound, and Brazo was prevented from getting there. So 2 opportunities for Zacha that time. The tip, as that puck changed direction, and then the rebound chop.
Face off near circle in the Florida end. Zacha looking for his first career Stanley Cup playoff goal. Face off near circle. Geekie will step in and take it. He ties up off the draw. Stenlund popped it into the near corner, and it's lobbed back into the neutral zone, gloved by Wotherspoon. To his partner Peak. Back to Wotherspoon in the slot. Up the left side, Wotherspoon lost it. Pastrnak comes back to help out. Peak scrambles over to the far side, and Lawrence will chip it in. Wotherspoon over to the near side. Had a problem with Opozo. Referee gets out of the way. Pastrnak bangs it over to the near side, and out come the Bruins. Geekie to the center circle. Flipped it over the line far side. Forsling hacked it out to the neutral zone. Bruins pound it back the other way. Here's DeBrusk, right circle. DeBrusk sent it toward the slot. Gets it back. Sent it off the side of the net. Bobrovsky may have gotten a piece with his shoulder.
Forsling made another good defensive play there.
Here's Peak. He'll hack it to the near side. Pastrnak back of the net. It's wrenched to the far side. Now Carlo centers out in front. Deflected. And Opozo will skate it up the right side. He'll fling it back into the Bruins zone. This should be icing. And it is. And the faceoff will come back down to our left.
Yeah, Opozo, the reaction by him, not happy with himself there. Tried to chip that puck soft up the ice, and now that group is going to have to stay. You got a couple guys coming back. Sticks leaning over the knees.
Coyle out for the draw. Well, he's had a ton of chances here.
He's had 3 chances this period.
Faceoff in the right circle in the Florida end. Bruins have an edge in faceoffs here in the game, and they've done far better in this series than they did in the last round. Coyle wins another. Held in right point by McAvoy. Fights off and then knocked down Stenlund. Sent it right to the net. Heinen tried to bank it, and Bobrovsky trying to pin it on the back mesh. And the Panthers will carry it up the far side, out to center ice.
Oh, Lindholm came across. He could have kept coming that time. Figured he better back off.
Frederick was back playing D with Lindholm. Lindholm back of his net. He'll drill it over to the near side, out to center ice. Frederick over the line left side. Fighting for the puck with Ekman Larsson. 25 seconds left in the period. Centered out in front. Frederick shoots. Bobrovsky the save. And it's flipped out to the neutral zone. Tkachuk in a race. Lindholm back to get it. McAvoy helps out off the glass and out to center ice. Here's Frederick. Over the line right side. Heinen with 10. Shoots. Deflected off the back glass.
This line has had some good looks, especially here in this second period.
And that's going to do it for the middle frame. And now Tkachuk and Frederick exchanging a couple of shots. The linesman tries to get in between those two combatants, and that's going to do it for the second period here in Game 4. The Panthers with the only goal in the second period. We're through 2. It's the Bruins 2 and the Panthers 1. Here's and I will bring you back in a moment for the second intermission on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The Coca-Cola Company, Pure Dr. Pepper, and PepsiCo are bringing consumers more choices with less sugar than ever before. From sparkling flavored and bottled waters to zero sugar sports drinks, teas, and sodas, consumers are taking advantage of these choices. In fact, nearly 60% of beverages sold contain zero sugar. To learn more, visit balanceus.org.
At Marshall Building and Remodeling, we care about your home because we care about the life you live in it. Why do we do what we do? It's simple. The people. We've raised the standard for what you can expect during a roofing, siding, and window project because you deserve more. More communication, more options, more time spent on the important things in life instead of worrying about home maintenance. So when it comes to your next roofing, siding, or window project, expect more, get more with Marshall. Call today or visit marshallbr.com to schedule your free estimate.
Do your employees have fears about job security due to the advancements that AI is bringing to the workplace? Do you know how to alleviate those concerns while upskilling your workforce to embrace AI's functionality and efficiencies? Discover how your HR peers are responding to these issues at SHRM 24, the world's largest HR conference, June 23rd through 26th in Chicago, or virtually. Learn more or explore more than 375 other sessions related to the HR topics and issues. Visit shrm.org/SHRM24.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on unlimited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppables in-wash scent beads.
Você está coberto pelo Medicaid? Tome medidas para se certificar de que você e a sua família estão cobertos. É fácil. Basta manter as suas informações de contato atualizadas para que o Estado possa contactar quando for a sua vez de renovar. Esteja atento ao correio do Estado de Rhode Island. Em seguida, haja de imediato. Para saber mais ou obter ajuda com a renovação do seu Medicaid, visite staycovered.ri.gov. É o staycovered.ri.gov.
Grab life by the chicken fingers and savor the day with hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret cane sauce that makes everything that much better.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Subtle results, still you, but with fewer lines. Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Far side, Lundell nearly coughed it up. He does. Carlo shoots. They score! Brandon Carlo with a wrister from the blue line. Bruins 2, Panthers nothing. That's our Bruins Exceptional Play presented by Timberline Construction, providing truly exceptional service in construction management, pre-construction, design, build, and due diligence support. Learn more at timberlineconstruction.com. Timberline Construction, exceptional, no exceptions. Well, we've hit the second intermission here of Game 4. The Bruins' lead has been trimmed to 2-1, and in that second period, the Bruins were able to generate some good looks on Sergei Bobrovsky.
Absolutely. Coyle himself probably had 3 of them. I mean, there were some really good looks for the Bruins. They got inside ice that period in the offensive end on the Florida defense, and there were some good chances for them going to the net, in tight, rebounds, tips, that type of thing. And Sergei Bobrovsky at his best in that second period. He was excellent. I mean, he made some really good saves. He looked to be under control and making some of those saves, and he keeps this a 1-goal game. I mean, I wasn't crazy about the goal that got in there from Lundell off the pass from Rodriguez, but you know, if you're Jeremy Swayman, he's played excellent this game. I think you might like to have that one back. And then right after that, Forsling hit the post from the blue line. That one, I assume, either knuckled or was a screen, because it was just a wrist shot from the point that glanced off the post and out. But then he settled down again and was really strong. But that short side shot by Lundell, he was well below the dot in the left wing circle. So really bad angle, and it snuck in on the short side. So, I think that one, notwithstanding, you just look at the whole body of work for Jeremy Swayman today. It's been excellent. Third period, so you had your chances in that second to extend the lead to whether it's 3-0 or 3-1. And like I said, Bobrovsky, the difference at the other end of the ice. This has to be your best period. I mean, you've played pretty well here up until this point. Shots a little misleading, 28-16, because I don't think the territorial advantage has been like that. I think Florida's thrown a lot of pucks at the net, and a lot that Swayman has been able to see and find. I think in tight there, don't get me wrong, he's made a lot of good saves. He's had to. But at the other end, so is Sergei Bobrovsky. After allowing 2 in the first period, he buckled down there in the second.
Right after Lundell got Florida on the board, Jake DeBrusk had a chance, 5-hole.
DeBrusk was in alone. And, Florida gets caught being aggressive, loses DeBrusk. He might have come off the bench on that play, but He had an opportunity, made the move for him, backhand 5-hole, and it went through Bobrovsky's legs and out the other way, just missing the far post. So pretty good move, by him, but just couldn't quite finish it off. When I look at the top line for the Bruins here in that period, I know DeBrusk had a chance, and other guys, Zacha had an opportunity, Brazo going to the net, just missed. But the line that was most consistent in that period in terms of offensive zone chances was Coyle centering for Frederick and Heinen. Frederick's had some high-end passes here in this game. Heinen's had an opportunity. Coyle had 3 chances in that second period. So that line, big line, strong line along the wall. They can win battles, protect pucks. That's what they're looking for from that line. Same with Zacho, Brazo, and Van Riemsdyk. That's another big line. They can protect pucks and hold on to it and be effective that way. So, huge third period. You got the 2-1 lead here going into the third. You like a lot of what you've done today. The emotion has been there. They settled down. They didn't give up any odd man rushes that second period like they did in the first. They gave up some good, high-quality chances in the first period by maybe being a little over-aggressive in certain areas and leaving themselves exposed on the back end. So they controlled that intensity in the second period. Really didn't let anybody behind them. Not that I can remember. I don't remember any odd man rushes in that second. There's some chances zone time-wise and whatever, which is going to happen. That's fine. But, pretty solid. The thing I like most, or one of the things I like most so far about this game, Judge, when the Bruins have won faceoffs or they've had control defensively, they've had a game plan to get the puck out of the zone. They've executed their game plan to get the puck out of the zone. Forwards, 1 or 2 forwards are going to blow the zone. That's going to pull the D back. Now they can't pinch and stay in there. And the Bruins defensemen have made smart decisions with the puck after winning draws. Whether it's that reverse or whether it's, the play up the strong side or whether that last one, Lindholm, holds on to it. They backed off of him. He gets his feet moving up the ice. He goes cross ice over to the right wing side off the wall. Frederick's going to chip that puck into the middle of Coyle. Coyle walks in alone. Or he's got a guy kind of on him, but he's in. He's got a good scoring chance. And he tried to go high to the glove hand side and miss the net over the net. But that's what you do when you win a draw. You want to make sure that puck gets out. If you can get a scoring chance from it or get a rush from it, all the better. But to win a draw and not be on the same page and have Florida all of a sudden take over and have puck possession in the offensive end when you win a draw cleanly, that can't happen. So they've been a little bit more connected in that sense here today.
Scoring summary in the first, it was David Pastrnak drilling in his 4th on the power play at 8:53, 1-0 Bruins. Brandon Carlo unassisted at 15-12, 2-0 Bruins at the end of 1. Anton Lundell scored at 14:48, his first of the playoffs to put Florida within 1. Shots on goal overall in favor of the Panthers, 28-16 in the second period. It was 13-11 Florida on the power play. The Bruins 1 for 2 and the Panthers 0 for 2. Music of the game is brought to you by Live Nation. Don't miss Blink 182 One More Time tour live at Fenway Park on July 23rd with special guest Pierce the Veil. Get tickets now at redsox.com/Blink182. Alex Barth has your Sports Hub headlines next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The Coca-Cola Company, Pure Dr. Pepper, and PepsiCo are bringing consumers more choices with less sugar than ever before. From sparkling, flavored, and bottled waters to zero-sugar sports drinks, teas, and sodas, consumers are taking advantage of these choices. In fact, nearly 60% of beverages sold contain zero sugar. To learn more, visit balanceus.org.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Do your employees have fears about job security due to the advancements that AI is bringing to the workplace? Do you know how to alleviate those concerns while upskilling your workforce to embrace AI's functionality and efficiencies? Discover how your HR peers are responding to these issues at SHRM24, the world's largest HR conference, June 23rd through 26th in Chicago, or virtually. Learn more or explore more than 375 other sessions related to the HR topics and issues. Visit SHRM.org/SHRM24.
Bring excitement to your landscape with Proven Winners Color Choice shrubs. These flowering shrubs and evergreens have been trialed and tested by experts to make sure they look better and bloom better. So they're just as easy easy to care for as what's in your landscape now, but a whole lot more colorful and interesting. Look for Proven Winners Color Choice shrubs in the distinctive white container at your local garden center, or learn more at provenwinnerscolorchoice.com.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
This update is brought to you by Bruins Heritage Hall. Book a visit to the Boston Bruins Heritage Hall and immerse yourself in the rich 100-year history of the Boston Bruins. Located on the second floor of TD Garden and integrated into tours of the Sports Museum, Heritage Hall includes the latest technologies, interactive exhibits, games, and exclusive artifacts that bring to life the remarkable moments of the Bruins franchise. To experience it yourself, visit bostonbruins.com/Heritage Hall. Bruins up 2-1 through 2 periods. David Pastrnak and Brandon Carlo scored for the Bruins in the first. Anton Lundell scored one for the Panthers in the second. Looking around the NHL, one other game tonight. The Canucks and Oilers into Game 3. That series tied at 1 apiece. In the NBA, the Celtics won last night to take a 2-1 series lead over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Earlier today, the Knicks evened their series up with, the Pacers evened their series up with the Knicks with a 121-89 win. And in action right now, the Nuggets and Timberwolves close late in the first quarter. The Red Sox, they picked up a 3-2 win earlier today at Fenway Park. Cedon Rafaela, 2 RBIs for the Sox. And the New England Revolution lost 4-2 to the New York Red Bulls last night. I'm Alex Barth. Judd and Bob have the call of the third period next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
Roto-Rooter. Plumbing problem? No match for a little DIY duct tape. Shoot, hold on. Nope. There we go. No match for a little... dang it, wait. Duct tape and a wrench. Leaks are no match for duct tape and a wrench. And a bucket and a towel, more duct tape, a hammer, this random tool I found in the basement, another bucket, more tape, a little more tape. Perfect. On second thought, maybe leave plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Grab life by the chicken fingers and savor the day with hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret cane sauce that makes everything that much better.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
ACH Seeds is a sweet choice for more reasons than one. Our Homegrown Giving Give Back program donates $10,000 to a deserving nonprofit organization on behalf of Crystal Brand sugar beet seed growers. You nominate, we donate. How sweet is that? Who's eligible? First responders, youth programs, food banks, healthcare clinics, and more. Where should this year's local homegrown giving donation go? Let us know. Be the heart of your hometown. Nominate an organization today at achseeds.com.
The games play here.
Here's Vietto. He'll scramble in, feed to the high slot. Carlson sent it out in front. Vietto a shot, and that tip denied by Omar, who scrambled left to right. Bruins crash to the front, left to the net. Coyle out in front. Gets Gibson out of position. He scores! Charlie Coyle with a dangle. Sneaks it inside the near post with Gibson down and out. Bruins 7, Ducks 1.
You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that. I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
It's time to recognize you sausage-loving genius. For without you, how would we know that Eckrich smoked sausage can be eaten thrice in one day, and that you can take your lunch break before noon? Here's to you, Eckrich smoked sausage. You do you.
Did you know that VA New England Healthcare provides the very best medical care for our nation's heroes? Did you or a loved one serve this great country? You might be eligible for free health care. Find out right now by calling 844-VA-CARES. That's 844-VA-CARES. Or visit the VA website at vacares.us. Look, if you or a loved one served this country, get the health care you earned and deserve.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Now it's time to look back at 100 years of Boston Bruins hockey, presented by Granite City Electric.
Krug, right wing feed behind everybody is Coyle into the right circle. Hands to Grzelcyk. Backhand. He scores! His second of the game. And the horn sounds. The Boston Bruins demolish the Carolina Hurricanes in Game 2. Your final 6-2 Bruins. They get 3 goals from defensemen, 2 from Matt Grzelcyk, and for the first time in the playoffs, they win each of the first 2 games in the series. That was back on this date in 2019. Matt Grzelcyk scoring twice to lead the Bruins to that 6-2 win over the Hurricanes in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Final. The Bruins taking a 2-0 lead in the series and eventually swept the Hurricanes to reach the Stanley Cup Final. That look back at 100 years of Bruins hockey was presented by Granite City Electric Supply, celebrating 100 years of service to electrical contractors and our communities throughout New England. Go to granitecityelectric.com. Both teams back on the ice. We're about ready to start the third period of Game 4. Bruins on top 2-1. And again, a happy Mother's Day. Trent Frederick had a chance to wish his mom a happy Mother's Day in person. He said his parents came in on Friday before Game 3 of the series. And he mentioned just how great of a mom that she was. Frederick is one of 5 kids. They also billeted 2 kids when he was growing up, adopted a kid from Africa when he was growing up. He said she has been a mom to so many, and she had to deal with all sorts of stuff, which included the Kachuk boys when they would come over to their basement in suburban St. Louis, along with a whole host of other people. He did say that his mom was cooking something for him the other day and set off the fire alarm. And when he went down to pick up some food, the fire department was there. No harm done. As we get things underway and the Panthers ice the puck and the faceoff will come down to our right.
So wait, she was cooking for him, and then he went downstairs to pick up some food?
She said she was preparing him a dessert. He
Oh,
described
okay,
it as
okay,
like
okay.
a frozen fruit
Okay, well-
with some chocolate over the top. He said we started talking, and then all of a sudden the smoke alarm went off.
So he had to order in. So that's what I was getting at.
Yeah. He said by the time I went downstairs and picked up the food, the fire department had come, but everything was just fine. Puck flipped over the Bruins line, right side, it's Lundell. He'll shovel it on net, Swayman gloves it. And we'll have a face-off in the Bruins end.
Well, key to play this period, I mean, it goes without saying, right? Without sitting back, you need to play on your toes. You need to push this pace here. You were probably the better team in the second period, and you end up giving up 1 goal and unable to solve Bobrovsky at the other end. It's debatable, but I thought the chances, favored the Bruins in that second period. The grade A chances, anyhow.
That's the way my sheet looks. Face-off far circle the Bruins end. This is actually only the 4th time that the Bruins have taken a lead into the third period. They had a chance to get it out far side. Now they do. But Ekblad cut it off.
The whole thing about still making plays coming out of your own zone, right? Not getting jittery, making those plays. Don't just chip it when you don't need to. Chip it if you have to. But
Reinhart chasing.
Oh.
He got smoked early in the game by Charlie McAvoy. The Bruins drive it up the right side, clear it.
Weak side D. I'm telling you, it's been there for them. You go up the boards, and then you use the middle of the ice with the weak side defenseman.
Here's Tarasenko, sent it up the middle. Ekblad snaps it in. Swayman stays in the net. Both teams changing. Wotherspoon traps it. He'll skate up the middle. Right wing feed to Peak. His pass ahead, deflected by the Panthers, but then Florida gives it right back. The Bruins have to tag up. It's Frederick, near corner. Back of the net, stripped by Bennett. Oh, he got lined up by Heinen, released the puck. Far side, Verhaeghe gave it away in the neutral zone to Coyle. He's knotted up with Ekblad, and then Coyle threw a shoulder into him, and the puck to the Bruins. Right side of the red line, Coyle flings it into the right corner. Ekblad back of the net. Got hit by Frederick. Frederick's lost his helmet.
Kulikov absorbed that hit. Frederick's got to go off. End of his shift anyhow.
Now Kachuk near side. Pulls up near point. Threw it back of the net.
Bennett just tripped up Coyle, but I think the Bruins are going to get a penalty for something else prior to that.
18-18 left here in the third. Hampus Lindholm's going to head off. And the Bruins with a 2-1 leader going shorthanded. Did Kulikov just take off Frederick's helmet after the hit?
Holy cow.
Wow.
This is a weak call in front of the net. You want to talk about a flop from Ekman Larsson?
Wow.
Wow. That's a big man going down pretty easily right there. All Lindholm is doing is preventing him from getting to the front of the net, which is exactly what he's supposed to do.
Trouble. Near point now, Verhaeghe. Feeds left of the net, Barkov wings it across. The Bruins got a piece of that pass. Barkov swings right of the net. Sent to the far side. This puck hits the referee's skates. The Bruins, Wotherspoon couldn't get much on it to clear it out. Left point now, Verhaeghe. High slot, Montour. Montour high slot. Shoots, blocked. And it's tracked down by Zacha. He'll feed it ahead. Beecher's going to break off and change. Bruins short for another minute and a half, leading 2-1. Verhaeghe high slot. Feeds near corner to Reinhart. Up to the left point, Verhaeghe. Knocked away by Coyle and out to center ice. For the Panthers, 0 for 2 on the power play thus far. Both of them came in the first period. On the line left side, the puck squeezed to Barkov. He lost it. The Bruins whistle it down. By the way, the Panthers on their first power play, 3 shots on goal. On the second one, none. 55 seconds left on the penalty to Lindholm. Out at center ice, Bennett. Center circle to Rodriguez. Over the line, high slot. It's bumped to the far wall. Bennett, high slot, Montour. Swings hard to the far side and handcuffed Rodriguez. Up top, Montour dives to keep it in. The pass too hard for Tarasenko, and the Bruins blast it down.
Montour frustrated with himself. Makes a good play to keep that puck in, but throws a really difficult, hard pass over the left side for Tarasenko.
Bruins deny the blue line.
Good stick by Heinen. They had 4 guys stacked up.
Now Rodriguez just got it over the line. Near side, Tarasenko into the slot. Rodriguez fumbled it, got it back. 15 seconds left on the penalty to Lindholm. Near point, Bennett. High slot, bump to the right circle. Here it comes. Tarasenko's drive blocked. Chopped out in front. Swayman the save. They score. Backdoor. It's Sam Bennett. With 2 seconds left on the Lindholm penalty. Bruins 2, Panthers 2.
Yeah, Pete trying to pull himself up right now. He blocked the initial shot. I'll tell you, Bennett stays with it, but he's a recipient of some battles in front of the net. Lundell keeps that puck alive, and Bennett's going to chip it home. But I got to go back to the penalty by Lindholm. It's just a weak call. It's a nothing call. Ekman Larsson flops as he's trying to get to the net. Lindholm's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. And Jim Montgomery's, he's got the ear of the referee over right now, and he's just giving it to him. Referee gives him an audience for a couple of seconds, but early challenging.
Boston is challenging the play to see if there was a goal.
Challenging goalie interference.
So the referees will put on the headsets, but it's the Situation Room that'll decide it. Lundell was the guy out in front. Is Bennett hit Coyle into Swayman?
It's Bennett cross-checking Coyle into Swayman. That's where they're challenging. It's nothing Lundell did. Lundell's fine. Bennett cross-checks Coyle right into Swayman. Absolutely. First of all, no call on a cross-check. And then Bennett chips it home. That's a good challenge. Although, you never know what to expect from these challenges. He cross-checks Coyle right. It should be a cross-checking penalty on Bennett.
Coyle almost went face first into the far post.
Well, but he went right over top of Swayman.
So they'll take a look at this.
That's a good challenge.
The question
and
is,
for the penalty that they called on Lindholm, this one should come back just for that.
The question is, do the guys in the situation room see it the same way as we do?
No, they don't, but it's a cross. I mean, it's definitely a cross check. Coyle's right there, and he cross checks him into Swayman. It's definitely not a goal. And Bennett should be going to the box, which can't be called now. I get that. I'm just saying.
He absolutely hits him in the Swayman.
I don't think there's any doubt on this one.
Well, they've taken off the headsets, and we're going to get an explanation.
Upon further review, they determined there was no goaltender interference on the play.
You got to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. We're not going to allow cross-checks, but we're going to allow cross-checks that cause a goalie interference and a goal to be scored. But we're going to crack down on the cross-checks. And now the Bruins are going to be shorthanded again. That's unreal.
What a sequence. A questionable minor penalty.
Bennett shouldn't be playing in the game. That's unreal.
Well, gets checked into the goalie.
It's Judd. Listen, this is not the referees that call this. No. Okay? They're in consultation with the situation room, and Montgomery's blowing a gasket over there. I can't believe that they allow this. Normally I'm saying, okay, it's 50-50. I get it. Right? That's no goal every day. And the Bruins should be on the power play for Bennett's cross-check.
So it's 2-2, and now the Bruins go short. I already had that goal crossed out on my sheet. Puck hammered into the right corner, over to the near side, and it's played out in front. Nice stop by Swayman as it deflected off Reinhardt. Right circle, Tkachuk shoots off the side of the net. Lindholm cranked it up the middle, and this goes all the way down.
Now we got issues with player safety and the situation room.
Bruins hack the puck into the near corner in the Florida end.
The fans can chant, that they don't like the refs, but I know that they're in consultation, but it's not their final decision.
I'm dying to hear the explanation.
All they're going to say is there was no goalie interference. They're not going to give you an explanation.
That's not good enough.
That's what they give you.
I agree with you. That's
all
what
they're
it's going to be.
That's all they're going to tell you.
That's not good enough. Bruins short for another 45 seconds. 5 minutes gone by here in the third. Florida has rallied from a 2-0 deficit. Puck brought in high slot. And then Rodriguez lost it, and it's fired back into the neutral zone. Sent back into the Bruins end. So Wotherspoon time and room. He'll drill it all the way down. Thus far, Florida has not threatened on this power play chance. Here's Bennett. Up the right side. Left wing feed to Lundell. Over the line left side, Tarasenko. Fired at far wall. So each team with a power play goal here today. And the score knotted at 2 as the Bruins are on the verge of killing this off. Morgan Geeky's been serving. Here's Forsling, left wing to Barkov. He'll wheel in over the line right side. He'll speed to the far circle. Right point Ekblad shoots. It got blocked, and Geeky's out of the box.
Now you got to compose yourself. You did what you had to kill the penalty. Now you got to get moving offensively again.
Here's Forsling, near side. Bangs it ahead. It's angled in by Tkachuk. Near corner, Wotherspoon. Shovel it up the near side, and the Bruins brush it up right wing, back into the Florida end. No icing here. Nikola plays it around the far side. Montour, chase, gave it away. Maroon testing him. Near side Montour. Watch back of the net. Again gives this away. Far side. Maroon was reaching for it. Couldn't put his stick on it. And it's backhanded down low into the Bruins end. Wotherspoon back of the net. He'll swing it up the far side. Put it on Maroon's stick.
Good composure there by Wotherspoon. Put his body between the forechecker and the puck. Keep control of it. Make a nice tape-to-tape pass to Maroon to get that puck out.
Bruins have it between the rings in their own zone. Lori watched by Stenlin. He'll bang it up the near side to Peak. Peak, flat-footed, will throw it ahead. It's deflected to the right of Bobrovsky. And now Lundell, upright wing. He'll throw it to the right of Swayman. Back of the net, McAvoy over to the near side. McAvoy, upright wing to Zaka. He'll whistle it over the line, far side. It bounces out in front. Bobrovsky set it up for Ekblad. He has to eat one along the near side. Held in by McAvoy. High slot. It's fired out in front. Brasso hit the crossbar on a deflection. And this puck off the surface. 12:42 left here in the third. We're tied at 2 here in game 4. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
When it comes to your home, we know there are plenty of reasons to protect what's inside. Your family, your photographs, your peace of mind after a long day. At Marshall, we know that protection starts on the outside. We specialize in roofing, siding, and window installations, so we can be sure these critical pieces work well together for long-lasting beauty. Plus, with our easy payment options, investing in your home is more affordable than you may think. So when it comes to your home, protect what's inside with Marshall, your local roofing, siding, and window people.
Do your employees have fears about job security due to the advancements that AI is bringing to the workplace? Do you know how to alleviate those concerns while upskilling your workforce to embrace AI's functionality and efficiencies? Discover how your HR peers are responding to these issues at SHRM24, the world's largest HR conference, June 23rd through 26th in Chicago, or virtually. Learn more or explore more than 375 other sessions related to the HR topics and issues. Visit SHRM.org/SHRM24.
Snap Text Save partners with local appliance retailers to help you beat online and big box pricing on appliances. First, snap a photo or screenshot of the appliance model number and price you're looking at. Then, text it to us at 617-600-SAVE and include your delivery zip code. Within minutes, we'll text you back with a guaranteed lower quote and the earliest delivery date. Snap Text Save, New England's easiest way to get the best pricing on appliances. Text us today at 617-600-SAVE.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Jake DeBrusk and James Van Riemsdyk set up the Bruins' opening goal, scored by David Pastrnak. And with those feeds, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation donates another $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about Feeding the Puck for families at 98.5thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. Face-off right circle in the Panthers' end. The game is tied at 2. Bruins trying to tie the series at 2. Geeky out to take the draw with Pastrnak and DeBrusk on his flanks. Off the draw, they scramble for it. Barkov ties up. It squirts to Tarasenko up the near side. Oh, McAvoy was stepping up and Tarasenko got rid of it. Barkov in with a slot. Shoots. He scores! I think the Bruins think this might have crossed over the blue line, but Barkov able to barrel down to the slot and shovel it by Swayman. It's 3-2 Florida.
I think they kept it on. I kept onside right at the blue line, and it's going to be Barkov that finishes this off. He fends off a check there from Pastrnak on the back check, and he's able to chip it up and over top of the blocker side of Jeremy Swayman. It's right on the blue line, and they keep it in. It's Barkov that keeps it in, and he fights off Pastrnak and DeBrusk to chip this puck home. What a play, what a high-end play by Barkov.
For Barkov, that is his third goal and 8th point in the series. That leads everybody in both categories. And the Bruins play from behind for the first time. They scored the first 2, Florida the next 3. Here's Carlo, near side in his zone end. He'll fling it up the middle to Coyle. He'll hack it over the line far side. Flipped back of the net. Mikkola swings to the far side. You know the Bruins are going to get the next power play chance, right?
It doesn't matter.
I understand. Far side.
The damage is done.
Damage was done before the game even started. Now we're going to have a penalty here on the Bruins.
For what?
They just bowled over one of the Panthers in the far circle. That was Tkachuk.
Going to call interference. Judd, I want to read from the rule book for you right now.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
I'm going back to the goal by Bennett. If a defending player, Coyle, has been pushed, shoved, or fouled by an attacking player so as to cause a defending player to come into contact with his own goalkeeper, such contact shall be deemed contact initiated by the attacking player for purposes of this rule, and if necessary, a penalty assessed to the attacking player, and if a goal is scored, it would be disallowed. What am I missing?
We could say that here about the last 48 hours.
That's from the rule book.
So now the Bruins going shorthanded again and trailing 3-2 with 12 minutes remaining in regulation. Here's Montour up the right side. Leaves it in the far circle for Rodriguez. Left wing feed Barkov. Over the line left side Verhaeghe. Near corner. It's flipped back of the net. Jammed over to the far side Tkachuk. Up top Montour. Tkachuk far circle. Right of the net Barkov. Barkov right circle. Into the slot Rodriguez shoots. Swayman the save. And along the near side, Montour keeps it in. He'll bat it to the far side. Barkov. High slot Montour. Angles to Verhaeghe. Shoots left of the net. The tip by Tkachuk. And Swayman a good stop. Puck sent to the far corner. Rodriguez. Back of the net. Swung to the near side. Bruins short for another minute. Along the near side, Montour on his backhand. Throws it down low. Swatted to the near side. Far corner Barkov. Swings right to the cage. Tkachuk far side, able to navigate around some of the traffic. In front, Verhaeghe fanned on his shot. He was there. 45 seconds left on the Lindholm penalty. Far hash now up top, Montour. Top left wing circle, Verhaeghe to Montour. Shoots, Swayman the save, the rebound. Tkachuk battling away, and the Bruins will take out some of their frustrations on Tkachuk and some of the other Panthers.
His helmet got knocked off. Is that a penalty? Saw that already this series. "36 seconds yet to kill on this power play." Pretty effective for the Panthers. They're in the offensive end. I don't like the goal by Barkov was a high-end play by Barkov, but Bruins have definitely drawn the short end of things here. And partway through this period and certainly heading into this game. It's mind-boggling, some of the decisions made.
Short for another 36 seconds. They're down by a goal with 10:37 left here in the third. Coyle against Lundell. And Lundell wins it. Left point, Ekman Larson. Bumps it over to the near side. Tarasenko into the slot. The shot is blocked. Tarasenko shoots off the side mesh. Now far corner, it's McAvoy. Throws it backhand up the middle. And Coyle bangs it all the way down. 19 seconds left. Up the middle, Lundell fires it in. Near corner, Bennett. Bennett tossed it off a skate over to the near side of Poso's got it. Poso back of the net. He'll rim it over to the near side to Bennett. Up top, Forsling shot gloved by Swayman as the Bruins return to full strength. 9:58 remaining here in the third. Panthers 3, Bruins 2 here in Game 4 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. So whether you're playing a game at home, yes, cool, or attending one live, you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile at cox.com/internet. Other restrictions apply.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Millions of people have lost weight with personalized plans from Noom. You can't stand salads and still lost 50 pounds.
Salads generally for most people are the easy button, right? For me, that wasn't an option. I never really was a salad guy. That's just not who I am. But Noom worked for me.
Get your personalized plan today at Noom.com. Real Noom user compensated to provide their story. In 4 weeks, the typical Noom user can expect to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week. Individual results may vary.
At Marshall Building and Remodeling, we're changing the way homeowners think about roofing, siding, and window projects. It doesn't have to be stressful or take weeks of your time. Our process is efficient and stress-free every step of the way. It starts with a free consultation where we discover the best options for your home and budget together. We want to talk with you, not at you. And most of all, we want to listen. At Marshall, we know every roofing, siding, and window project is unique, so we work hard to never lose sight of your vision. It's your project, your terms. Why settle for less?
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Stay up to date on the latest Bruins playoff news, ticket offers, and more, and sign up to receive 2024 playoff updates. Visit bostonbruins.com/playoffs to sign up now. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston, the home of the Celtics, Bruins, Rams, and Patriots. Boston's home for sports is the Sports Hub.
They stop near circle the Bruins end. Bruins bump the puck up center ice. And now it's sent down low by Kulikov. Far corner Lorei. Pozo far side. Stripped to the puck. Geekie comes back and the Bruins will exit. Here's Pasternak. Denied at the blue line by Ekman Larsson, who angled over. Far side in the neutral zone. The Bruins pull it free. Here's Pasternak. High slot. Flips to the slot. Geekie. Oh, he tried to get around. Oh, now we're going to have a penalty.
No, they're just going to say that Geekie ran into Bobrovsky or got knocked into him. Incidental contact. They're going to take it outside the zone.
The official signaled interference.
Oh, he did call him. I thought they were just taking it outside. They called him for interference?
He crossed his arms in front of his chest.
Geekie's going to the net. He's got his back to Bobrovsky. He's trying to get out of the way of the shot. There is contact there, but wow, does Bobrovsky. There is contact. He's in the blue paint. That one I'll give them.
And now it's been an array of power plays here for the Florida Panthers as the Bruins are starting to vent some of their frustration.
Well, that wasn't. I don't think that was frustration, though. I just think he's trying to get to the net. He got lost a little bit of where he was. The shot's coming in. He's trying to stay away from it, but his momentum carried him into Bobrovsky.
Maybe frustration isn't the right word, Beersy.
Yeah.
Puck is hammered up the right wing glass, deep into the Bruins zone. But clearly they're playing with a lot of emotion, and a lot of that emotion is frustration. Islak Kachuk shoots, kicked out by Swayman. Bruins hammered up the right side, out to center ice is Coyle. Coyle threads it over the line to Heinen. Near circle. He'll waste some time in the right corner of the Florida end. Puck sent along the near side. Barkov throws it out to center ice. Wotherspoon jams it back to the Florida blue line. 1 minute to go on the Geekie penalty. So the Bruins have been tagged with 4 minor penalties here in this period. Now, one of them had to do with the missed challenges. Bennett brings it in offside. But Lindholm for interference, really questionable.
Well, no, not questionable. Bad call on Lindholm for interference. The first one, the one on Ekman-Larsson. Bad call. And then when you read the rule, not only should the goal have come off the board, but Bennett should be in the box for 2 minutes. Instead, they allow the goal, and the Bruins get charged for whatever it is, delay a game for challenging it. And it completely changed the game. It's all I can think about right now. I mean, the Barkov play is a high-end play by a superstar player. But it's...
And Beersy, I think that's what everybody on the Bruins bench is thinking about. 8 minutes to go, 35
that might be the problem
seconds
right
left.
now. Yeah, they haven't done anything really offensively this period, or not enough offensively this period. But you've had to kill a few penalties, right?
Puck slammed over to the near side, held in by Ekman-Larsson, dished it out in front, knocked down by Opozo. He fights, fed it out in front, Swayman the stop. DeBrusk may have helped out, laying down the shaft of his stick at the near post. Here's Tarasenko out in front. It's fired. Swayman the stop. The Bruins bounce it to the near point.
DeBrusk can't get it out.
Right circle. The shot is blocked. Ekman-Larsson shoots over the crossbar, and Geekie is a free man. DeBrusk sends it up the glass and back into the Florida zone. Geekie, far side. He's got Pasternak in front. Couldn't get it to him.
A good play by Ekblad with the stick.
And now Lawrence over the line left side. Shoots. He'll sail it wide. Right point, it's drilled back of the net, over to the near side. Forsling backhands it down low. 7 minutes to go. 3-2 Florida here in Game 4. The Bruins trail in this series 2-1. Bruins going to the power play. Frederick with the puck. Extra attacker on. High slot. Lohrei. He'll twist it out to center ice.
Yeah, not a bad decision there for Lohrei. Get organized, 6 guys.
Lohrei. He'll twist again. Right wing feed Geekie at his own line. Wings it across to Lindholm. Now Geekie. Back for Lindholm. Pasternak throws it to the center circle. Bruins having a hard time entering.
And fans getting antsy, but I don't mind this. But
and now
as long as you make a better
up.
play there. Florida just stacked up across in the neutral zone.
So now the Bruins will go to the power play, looking to tie the game at 3.
Let's get this win in. Hockey season is Peerless Boiler season. Replace your old boiler and water heater with a new Peerless Boiler and Pavilion tankless water heater. Find your local dealer at peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Forsling off for a trip. So the Bruins will head to the man advantage. They are 1 for 2 in the game. Scored on their first chance. Face off far circle. Coyle lean in to take it. Bruins win it. Bumped up top. Here's McAvoy. High slot Pasternak. Right circle now to DeBrusk. Wings it out in front. Deflected to the far side.
Looking back door for Coyle. Puck never got to him.
Far circle now Coyle. Had a good penalty killing defenseman in the box for Florida. Now Coyle, far circle, backs it off. Saucers up top, Pasternak. Right circle, McAvoy. Pasternak shoots, blocked, rebound, just trickled out to center ice.
It's a good block by Lundell. He's been good for them here today. I didn't like him, going down and Pasternak gave him a little pop to the head there, but he's been good for them.
Bruins throw it around to the near side, Coyle. Rims it back to the far side, Pasternak. 1:20 left on the power play.
He got sealed up. Stenlund, good defensive play.
Shot all the way down.
Pasternak tried to work his way back down the boards, and Stenlund separated him from the puck.
5.5 minutes remaining here in regulation of Game 4. 3-2 Florida. Pasternak over the line right side. Throws it high to the far corner. Lundell backhands it up the middle and down.
Another good play.
Here's Pasternak. He'll come back to get it. Center circle. Red line over the blue line. To Zacha. Back to Pasternak. His pass back to the point. Picked off. And the Bruins will retrieve back in their own zone. 40 seconds left in the power play. Here's Brazeau. A pass for Zacha. High slot. Zacha feeds to the far corner. Heinen traps it. Flips back of the net. Brazeau flipped out in front, and it went off the side mesh. Now Heinen threw the pass up top. Lorei barely kept it in. Geekie, his shot blocked. Lorei retrieves, fakes, walks to the middle, takes a look.
Be patient. Be patient. I know the fans want a shot.
Lorei across. Geekie traps it. Right corner. Send it out in front over to the far side and out to center ice. 5 seconds left on the Forsling penalty. Here's Geekie over the line. Florida changing. Geekie sidesteps some traffic. Florida back to full strength, and it's poke checked out to center ice by Tkachuk. Here's Geekie back at his own line. Right wing for Frederick. Took the hit from Ekman-Larsson. And now Verhaeghe back of his net. Up the right side. Flipped it out to the neutral zone. Pozo stripped to the puck. And a Pozo far side in the far corner. Back of the net. Watched by Frederick. Rotates it up to the left point, Forsling. Right point now, Ekblad. Back of the net, Pozo. Out in front, shoots, and Swayman the save. Cued left of the net. Scrape to the near corner, it's McAvoy. Now Verhaeghe with a steal. Verhaeghe got knocked down, sent it right point of Pozo. Throws it to the near corner, Barkov. He has the go-ahead goal. Now Frederick, indirect off the wall, Maroon out at center ice. Maroon stripped to the puck. And it's drilled back into the Bruins' end. Tkachuk back of the net. Ridden off the puck by Lindholm, and Lauko comes out of there with it. His pass to Pasternak doesn't connect. Florida throws it right back in. 3 minutes to go here in the third. Bruins trailing 3-2. Wotherspoon over the line. His pass on right wing picked up corner. Bruins able to squirt the puck free. Along the near side, Lundell near hash throws it. It got blocked at the near post by Lorei. He settles the puck and he'll wander ahead.
They got to be thinking about bringing him now. Didn't get it in. Breakaway.
Look out. Here's Rodriguez into the near circle. Cuts to the slot. Shoots. Swayman the blocker save. He stayed with him.
Lindholm was coming off the bench there on that line change after the Bruins turned it over. He got across. He angled him across. Rodriguez still got a chance, but
here's Lindholm up the middle. Threads to Heinen. Rolls to Geekie. Fed it into the right corner. Back of the net. Ekblad finished his check.
to the box for cross-checking. And they allowed it all.
So Swayman off the extra attacker. The faceoff is in front of the Florida bench. The Bruins pump it in. And this goes off the surface, so the faceoff will stay outside. 2 seconds ran off the clock. Zaka in for the draw against Barkov. Bruins punch it in. Ekblad gets to it. He'll golf it back into the neutral zone. Bruins pop it over to the near side. Getting to it is Forsling. He'll lift it in, gloved by Lindholm. He'll go over to the near side. Pasternak with 40. Up the left side, McAvoy. Over the red line, over the blue line. He'll toss it deep. How is that? That is interference. It's going to get called. Absolutely. Ekblad took down McAvoy trying to get to it down the left wing boards.
And you know what? It's a tough call on Ekblad, to be honest with you. McAvoy just chipped that puck. Ekblad finished him. But some of the things we've seen called today, they're going to call it.
So you got 35 seconds to work with. The Bruins have already called their timeout. And they've indicated they want to work in the left circle. So now you've got a 6-on-4 for 35 seconds to try and get the game tired. The faceoff nearly 50-50 at this point. Coyle will take it against Barkov. Coyle wins it. Puck fired. This is deflected over the glass, so we'll do it again.
Pasternak had the chance, right? Right off the faceoff. If the faceoff's in the left wing circle to the right of Bobrovsky, Coyle wins another one. And Pasternak's stationed off of Coyle's left shoulder, and he's going to walk right into the middle of the ice for that shot. But Panthers read it well and get out and get a stick on it.
Coyle in for the draw again against Barkov.
Barkov wins, yep.
Forsling wraps it around and down. So the Bruins will have to scoot back and grab it. 24 seconds left. Pasternak up the middle. Center circle. Over the line right side. Throws it to the front of the net. Bobrovsky had it in his glove and then played it. Pasternak in front. They fire. Bobrovsky the stop. 10 seconds left. McAvoy couldn't keep it in. 5 seconds left. The Bruins tag up. Throw it in with 3. Near side hack to the corner. 2. And that's going to do it. This game has gone final. A baffling display of decisions made both on the ice here today at TD Garden and by the officials in Toronto. It helps fuel a 3-goal rally by the Florida Panthers, and they have pushed the Bruins to the brink of elimination. They have won each of the last 3. Your game winner comes from Sasha Barkov. Your final here in Game 4. It's the Panthers 3 and the Bruins 2. Beersy and I will bring you back for the post-game show in a moment on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Do your employees have fears about job security due to the advancements that AI is bringing to the workplace? Do you know how to alleviate those concerns while upskilling your workforce to embrace AI's functionality and efficiencies? Discover how your HR peers are responding to these issues at SHRM 24, the world's largest HR conference, June 23rd through 26th in Chicago, or virtually. Learn more or explore more than 375 other sessions related to the HR topics and issues. Visit shrm.org/shrm24.
Snap Text Save partners with local appliance retailers to help you beat online and big box pricing on appliances. First, snap a photo or screenshot of the appliance model number and price you're looking at. Then, text it to us at 617-600-SAVE and include your delivery zip code. Within minutes, we'll text you back with a guaranteed lower quote and the earliest delivery date. Snap, text, save. New England's easiest way to get the best pricing on appliances. Text us today at 617-600-SAVE.
ACH Seeds is a sweet choice for more reasons than one. Our Homegrown Giving Give Back program donates $10,000 to a deserving nonprofit organization on behalf of Crystal Brand sugar beet seed growers. You nominate, we donate.